There, I found my mic button. Hello, everyone, and welcome one and all to Once Upon a Tabletop, where we tell existential horror tales using tabletop RPGs. I'm your host and game master, Shane Rachels, joined today by our anxious and terrified Season 1 cast. Say hello, everybody.
No.
We are preparing to dive into episode 8 and a very intense boss fight. But first, we have a couple of notes, of course. The first note is that we will not be interacting with chat during the episode. If you want to talk to us about this episode, which there will be a decent amount to talk about, stick around after the show is over. Remember, just because the episode is done doesn't mean the show ends. Stick around for bonus action. You can hang out and talk with us as we chat about the episode. The other thing, I don't think there is another thing right now, because I keep forgetting to do the affiliate thing. Y'all need to remind me to do the affiliate thing.
Can you remind you?
Yeah. If you can do that, it'd be great. Because I keep thinking about it. I'm like, hey, I should do the affiliate thing, and then I don't. So it happens. But with all that, as we've discussed before, this is episode 8, which means we have an episode 7, which means we need to do a recap for anybody tuning in for the first time. So it has been 2 weeks. Does anybody want to volunteer to do the recap this time?
I think it's your turn.
See.
You volunteered me last time when I was going to volunteer myself.
Well,
So I'm volunteering you.
You had a very special episode, and also you can't volunteer God for the
But
recap.
we have God titles, so
So, people are definitely gonna have to fill in because I went way less notey than I usually do. Session 7. Found a theater with a bunch of the carionettes, all just chilling, seemingly waiting. Destroyed a soundboard thing and undid speakers. That was Mowgli. Aggie. It was Aggie. Aggie makes the siren sound illusion, then makes the stupid voice gloating thing of something about being God. We ignored it, obviously. I figured out about the map because I was like, oh yeah, I'm a barbarian. I've seen this before. The blue X's is like attack points. The blue circles are like safe. The red X's probably have been attacked. The red circles is attacked. No, red X's is like going to attack. Anyways, so we went to the blue circles. We found a safe spot, and we went to the basement where I originally wanted to go, but we did like a group thing. So we went to the top and we didn't find anything. But when we went to the basement, we found 2 scrolls and we used one. We used one on Raylith and her carionette body, and you can only imagine what happened.
Yep.
They
went
switched.
back home.
They cured the possession, and as soon as they did, their bodies swapped back into their original places, and Raylith is in a different place.
My verbatim note for that was, we used scroll and switched these fuckers fuck.
Accurate. All right. Continue.
Raylith is herself, but fuck if we know what's happening. Realistically. Side note, technically this would have been from Raylith's perspective. The fucker in question knows what a world stone is. It's world given life for the souls that live there. So basically he already does that infinitely by splitting souls the way he does. Kind of like how whatever. But when a divinity seed sprouts, life is born. So what do you think sprouts from a divinity seed? Like, the divinity seed gives life, but what do you think happens when a divinity seed actually blooms, if you will? And souls make a god. Shut the fuck up. We're headed to the palace, which is the battleground, and we get there and we see so many carionettes, and we're like, we're gonna put a lot of oil just in case. And now we are looking at a really ugly little shit. And that's my notes.
It's something. Also, I think you may have scared Mowgli off.
To be fair, there's a lot of notes that could have been added, but I tried to keep it more from like my perspective than
Fair.
knowing more than I
Fair.
should.
Yeah. So you guys met Bryn the Inventor. who is apparently the cause of all the problems here in the city of Sharn. He seemed to imply that gods are given power by a collection of mortal souls. And that's the world stones that give them the strength and stuff that they have are collections of mortal souls, which has giant implications for your mission as a whole, given that's kind of what you're looking for. It seemed to change a lot of perspectives about it, what exactly you're doing. But you all managed to get into the laboratory, which if you check Owlbear and you for our viewers, if you check our little map and stuff up here, the last map I had, not that great. Mowgli seemed very disappointed by that and jumped at the chance to show me up on map making skills and made a glorious map. We have, I'm going to zoom in a little bit here so you guys can see, we have the corpse corner. We have collections of bodies and bones. We have our little laboratory table and stuff over here. We've got the conveyor belt. We even have the same staircase where you guys are all currently located. Speaking of,
place.
Tokens in this area plucks. With Raylith being more towards the center of the room up here. We're going to zoom back out so we can get the whole map in its entirety here. You guys can see what's going on. And as we were kind of ending the last episode, we did end a little bit early because you guys were about set to start combat against Bryn the Inventor. So we're going to start this episode by using the classic phrase, the wonderful phrase every D&D player loves to hear. I need you all to roll for initiative, please.
I don't want to.
We are starting off directly with a boss fight encounter. And these initiatives are great so far.
Oh.
Fantastic.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay. So to start things off, let's see what's going on here. The very first thing that happens, this fight is against a flesh golem. However, I've modified the step lock and stuff a little bit to fit my story a little bit better. There are some extra things you guys are going to learn as the fight starts. The very first thing you learn as you guys draw your weapons and prepare for combat against Bryn the Inventor, a layer action takes place at the top of the round on every turn. Anywhere in the room, anywhere inside the confines of this laboratory, this long metal arm with a needle-like appendage on the end of it will strike out at a random person in the group. I'm going to roll a d4 here. We're going to see what happens. You're in order, so 1, 2, 3, 4, according to my screen over here. So, Zen, as you are preparing for combat, you throw your hands up. You got yourself in a defensive posture. This thing, lightning speed, kind of connected to the ceiling and stuff, stretches out and tries to strike you with this needle. I'm going to roll an attack roll. Does a 15 hit?
No.
No. Okay, good. This needle manages to get deflected. You manage to throw your arms to the side and dodge out of the way. It doesn't hit you. You don't know what it's doing, but you know it's attacking. And because you all rolled so poorly on this here initiative check, Bryn is the first to go. He's going to move 5, 10, 15 feet straight up to Raylith because he was already having a conversation with her. And he's going to make... Yeah, he's going to make 2 attacks against you. First attack, he's going to slam his arms down. Does a 12 hit Raylith?
No.
No. Second attack does a... That one's better. Does a 21 hit Raylith?
Yeah, it's better. And I was like, that's not going to be that much. Maybe I can... No, I can't hear it.
No. By better, he meant worse.
Okay, with the 21, you're going to take... You're going to take 16 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, he hurts. Oh, there's more. I don't like how you paused.
Oh, no. That's a max roll. And 8 lightning damage.
Ow.
Raylith is already not looking... Yeah. Raylith is
Great.
already not looking toasty over here. That was almost max roll for both of those hits. Okay, I may have misjudged exactly what's going on here. It's fine. It's fine. You guys will be fine, right? That's gonna be his turn. Mimi, you watch as he rather quickly, a lot more quickly than his form would suggest, jumps forward and slams his arm into Raylith's side. You see Raylith is already fairly injured. This needle is struck out at Zen. And what are you doing?
That's a question. I'm raging.
Naturally, yeah.
Pissed.
I will say this. Keep in mind that if you rage, you do have to attack something or be attacked, or else your rage ends. You are quite a distance away from Bryn, meaning you're going to have to use your action to get over there.
I was going to say, wait a minute. Because I can only go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, that's not going to be far enough.
You can
So I will
sprint
just
using your
move-
action, so.
So I can sprint and rage, but I won't be able to do anything else.
And there's
But
a
at
chance
least-
if you're not attacked, your rage will be wasted because you'll have to use it again on the next turn anyway. 'Cause you have
No,
to
I'll
attack
just-
or
I'll
be
just move
attacked. So, yeah.
Yeah, I'll just move up the 30 and pray to a god I don't believe in. 5, 10, 15, 20, 20, 30. So I'll be moving here.
There's a god right here. He's right in front of you. Pray to
Okay,
him.
well, I pray to Shanus.
Not me.
I definitely don't pray to Bryn. What? Me out loud. Oh, holy Bryn, please. No, I will. I'm guessing. Did I use a rage after our long rest? I did. I did
might
because
have,
of the
yeah.
Carrionet switch. Yeah, I did. Okay. So I'm definitely gonna save my rage for now. That I will hold action for. What can I hold it for again?
Yeah, so you set a condition like if he comes within 5 feet, and then set a trigger and be like, "I'll hit him."
Yeah. I guess I'll save it for that. Yeah. Yeah.
She going robot for anybody else, or is that just me?
I'm sorry. You remember?
Oh, everybody's going robot.
Everyone's going all weird on me.
Same.
Hold on. The hell is going on in our Discord chat?
No, it's going out.
All right, I'll give it a second and see if something fixes.
Okay, I can hear you better.
Better.
All right, I heard you as well.
That was weird.
Yeah,
That was
that
really weird.
was a little odd.
Discord's been having weird roboty glitches recently, so could just be Discord servers.
Got a little internet spike there. Okay, we're all good. So to repeat, what was your held action for?
I will hold for. Is it technically attack
Or what?
or just? Can I say I hold specifically in defense on if he swings out with that weird fucking spiky thing again?
You can take the dodge action, which will give any attack to hit you disadvantage.
Then I will do that.
Okay.
Yes.
So you
I
can
definitely
take the
will do
dodge
that.
action. Not a problem. Zin, you're up.
All right.
Aggie, is that your actual health, my guy? Or did you do something when you leveled up?
My health, it's 23.
Because everybody else is like 40. So I'm wondering why yours is.
That's not great.
Isn't my... Hold up.
Yeah, double check your character sheet. You got a little bit before you'll need it. Zin.
Yeah, so I'm gonna move my 40 spaces, and I'm going to elemental strikes.
Nice.
And
Big old ranged attacks.
15 feet that I need. And I'm going to attack, at least try to attack, with a fire fist to the face.
Fire. Okay. Okay.
I mean, it's flesh. I hope flesh burns in this world. That is a 22.
22 does hit. Now, I want to point out something. This thing is wearing no armor. It's nothing but a massive giant flesh. It is a very, very low AC. It is really hard to not hit this guy.
Okay, that helps. All right, and then do the attack. That is a 5 plus 4, so 9.
9. Okay. 9 fire damage. You see, while it doesn't necessarily do extra damage, something happens when he takes fire damage. You see that he, some kind of, I want to say, exuding some kind of natural oils maybe coming from these folds of flesh and limbs and stuff that's located on it. You see that the fire spreads a little bit more than you would think it would, and it seems to have, it makes him panic just a little bit, but as you hit him with this fire damage, he will turn his attention directly towards you. Like I said, it doesn't necessarily deal extra damage, though, but something happens. Aggie.
No, I'm not done yet.
Oh, yeah, right now, because you have, keep thinking you don't have extra attacks yet, but you do, because Monk. Continue.
Yeah. All right. Use my. I felt let's just do this. I'm gonna pop a focus, use a focus point, and I'm gonna use Fury of Blows. And I'm gonna go with acid kick to the face.
Acid kick to the face. I do want to check something real quick. Give me 2 seconds.
Sure.
Grab water.
Where is your... There we go. Because I want to check specifically the wording on Flurry of Blows and your elemental attunement. You make an unarmed strike. He reaches. Okay. And Flurry of Blows counts as unarmed. Okay, cool. I was wondering whether or not you actually get the range increase on the bonus action attack or not. But they both count as unarmed attacks. So you're good. That works.
That is 19 plus 6, so 25.
25 definitely hits this guy.
That is a 2 plus 4, so 6.
Yeah, he's still
6
fighting.
acid damage. Acid doesn't seem to affect this guy as much as the fire did. I mean, it does its damage. You can see bits of flesh searing and kind of melting a little bit, but just seems like regular old damage.
Okay. Just needed to test that out, and now I'm going to do another strike with my other leg with fire.
Okay.
To his face again. Oops, wrong dice. That is a 14 plus 6, so
Yep.
20.
20 definitely hits. I'm just going to go ahead and tell you this guy's AC. His AC is 9, so.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not hard to hit him. He's a very large individual.
8 damage of
8
fire.
damage. If you can hit the broadside of a barn, you can hit him. Once again, this fire spreads a bit more than it probably should. It seems like there's definitely something happening here. I'll tell you what it is when we get back to his turn. Aggie. Is that your turn? Then.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Aggie.
First of all, I added 3 to my HP because I don't know if I rolled for hit dice last time.
Yeah.
I just went up by 3.
Yeah, I see that. It is still significantly low. I'm going to take a double check on your character sheet and see if maybe
Yeah, you want to know
something
why?
happened. Why?
Mine is perfectly fine. It's a little bit less than like a fixed total HP.
Okay.
But everyone else has super high DCs or hit dice, or they're a dwarf and they get extra HP.
You
So
know,
here I am.
it could be. It could also be feats. I don't know if anybody took tough and stuff. We'll see. Like I said, I'll double check the character sheets and stuff after. I just noticed yours is like so much lower than everybody else's. So
It's fine. I'll survive. No one else will.
Aggie has learned the kiting method of fight.
Aggie will run away. No. Aggie's going to jump on this barrel.
All right.
It's 5, 10. It's going to jump down. 15, 20, 25, 30. And get to there.
All right.
Do I need to make any checks jumping on barrels and jumping off of shit?
No, I think you're fine. I think you're acrobatic enough.
Sweet. I throw a flask of oil at Bryn.
Oh shit. Okay. Flask of oil. Can you read the official description of a flask of oil to me, please?
The target, you throw the flask of oil at one target or object within 20 feet of yourself. The target must make a dexterity saving throw, DC 8 plus your dex modifier plus proficiency bonus. So 13. Or they're covered in oil. If the target takes fire damage before the oil dries after 1 minute, the target takes an extra 5 fire damage from burning oil.
Ooh.
We already knew we were doing this.
Okay. Fun fact. His dexterity, I kid you not, is a 0.
Sweet.
Like his roll is a 0 to dodge. So, you know. He gets hit. This oil continues to spread off of him. Already, kind of some of the lingering flames from Zin's fire strikes, already kind of igniting bits and stuff of this oil. Not quite in a giant blaze just yet, but you can tell it's coming. And you said it lasts for 1 minute, correct?
Yes, until it gets caught on fire.
Okay.
And then it does an extra 5 fire damage to whatever damage.
Okay. Is that just once, or is it just every hit? Just once?
No, it catches on fire, and then after it's on fire, it's out.
Okay. So just the once. Fantastic.
I love how much thinking we did last time. It's great.
Yeah, I definitely prepared for this a little bit. Anything else on your turn, Aggie?
I am also going to do Mantle of Inspiration.
Okay.
Use a
Temporary
Bardic
HP.
Inspiration, and everyone gets 2 temp HP.
Well, that could be the difference
Sorry,
between life
4
and death for Relith over here.
or temp HP.
Or temporary
That's
HP.
even better. Even better. Music
And
to
you
my
can
ears.
use anyone can use their speed without provoking opportunity attacks as a reaction.
Okay. Would anybody like to take that effect now?
No.
No?
Mowgli set up a wombo combo for me. Why would I not? It's like he read my mind.
I mean, fair.
good.
Fair. You got something fun going on. Something you haven't got to use
Aggie.
yet, I think. Yeah.
Aggie's actually going to move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 up to here.
Okay.
I don't know why he's getting closer to the room, but
Would Zin or Mimi like to take advantage of this movement?
No. He's looking at me, so I'm just telling him, come on.
Nom 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 nom.
Mimi, go give him a hug.
I do want to take advantage of this movement.
Yeah, I figured you would.
Yeah.
Get right up in his ugly little face.
You should get right here so
Absolutely.
you can get flanking.
Am I able to move that far?
It's 30 feet.
You were right here.
So,
Good movement.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nah.
I would love if
Yeah.
you get over there
I'm getting over there.
for reasons.
for reasons, yeah.
I don't know the reasons. I just now realize I can't move that far because I was like, oh, I can move, and then reminder it's 30 feet. Oh, yeah, that makes
Okay.
sense.
Anything else for your turn, Aggie?
That is. Oh man, I should have moved over here and hit underneath this. But yeah, it's fine.
That's fine. Okay. Raylith.
Oh, I'm so ready. Okay, first off, the scroll is a action, correct?
The scroll is an action, yes.
All right, Raelith is going to pop the scroll of protection from good and evil.
Okay.
Oh, that's right.
and
You still
then-
have one.
I do have one. Stop trying to take my dice, Constant. I need those for a reason, my dear. Okay, and then I'm going to action surge.
Hell yeah. Fighters in the
I'm gonna
house.
action surge. Yeah. All right.
Do you get your
She's
bonus actions when you do action surge, or just your actions?
Distractions.
You just get your action, so I can only do one bonus action. That's why I'm doing it this way. Bonus action, Giant's Might.
Hell yeah.
Gonna
Get big.
become a large. Again, and then we are going to make a lovely attack with the hold the another d6 if I hit. Okay. Oh, did she move? Yes. Okay. So advantage.
Don't forget to speak into your microphone for the audience.
Yeah,
I'm
you
speaking
Me,
into
I'm
the
the audience.
Okay, that is a 18 to hit.
18 hits. Are you hitting with your axe, or are you?
No, I am hitting with the short sword. But since I hit, I'm invoking my fire rune. Because he just tossed oil on this motherfucker, and I see him burning because of the stuff. So we're gonna do that. So I will need a saving throw, but he is gonna take this damage first. So
Okay.
all right, that is 4 plus. I'm gonna split this up for you. So 4 plus.
You don't have to split it up. There's no vulnerabilities here, unless any of it's lightning.
Oh, fire
Yeah.
doesn't do extra. Okay.
No.
Okay, never mind then.
I'll tell you about
So
what the effect
4,
is.
9, and then 11 fire. Really good fucking roll. Fucking set of dice. And then I need a strength save.
Strength save. Okay. With this creature, with Bryn being on fire, you would imagine a creature of this caliber, someone you know that has the power to essentially end an existence. This creature should be ridiculously strong, and yet for some reason, all these flames. It seems there's a kind of fear or anxiety or something like that that is taking hold within his brain. And you see that while he should be able to resist whatever this particular save should be, his power to do that seems lessened. I will tell you guys that he has an aversion to fire. If he takes fire damage, it has disadvantage on all attack rolls and ability checks until the end of its next turn. So yeah. So the way this is going to work is he's going to do the strength check at disadvantage. He does have a fairly high strength though, so it may
So
still
not as high
pass
as
even
these.
with. That is a 15, even with disadvantage.
Shit. Okay. Yeah, he passed.
He passes.
So he doesn't continue to. He doesn't get restrained, and he doesn't continue taking the fire damage from me.
Okay.
But
But he does take the additional 5 fire damage from the flask of oil. Ahead and add that in there. Still looking quite healthy. This guy is. He is a health tank, in MMO terms here.
yeah, that'll be my turn. Action, bonus
Okay.
action.
That is
Action.
a very solid first round. I'm no longer scared for you guys.
Yay!
But we'll see how it goes, because now
Don't do that. No.
now we come back
What do
to
you
the
think is-
top of the round.
Eh.
Once again, this long arm with a giant kind of oversized hypodermic needle on it will strike out at a random person in the party as a layer action, this time going against Raylith.
Does
No!
this count as him?
It is not him, it is a layer action.
Okay, so this doesn't count as aberration, celestial, elemental, fey, fiend, or undead.
No, this would technically be a construct, I think. If I had to give it
Okay.
a type, but it's
Let's
not
just
a
double-check.
it's not
Scroll.
a creature necessarily. It's just a thing that's happening here. Does a 16 hit Raylith?
Can I parry this? Because I have parry, and if it hits, it can grant, or if it would hit, it can grant me another. If you're holding a finesse creature, it says and a creature hits you. So if it's not a creature, then this would be null and void. But I can use my reaction to add 2 to my AC.
Yeah, let's get a second opinion here. Let me ask Mowgli. Mowgli, would you count a layer action as being a separate creature? For terms of like parrying and stuff like that. I don't know that I would. I would consider it a separate instance here.
It does say another creature, so if you say no, that's fine.
Yeah.
I don't think I would count it as a creature.
Yeah, I don't think I would count a layer action as a creature here. Maybe in some context somewhere, but like as this, I don't think I would count that. So I'm gonna unfortunately say no here.
You're good.
Yeah, no problem. Okay. With that in mind, this thing is going to hit you. You're going to take 3 piercing damage. A whole measly 3 damage. I need a Constitution save with disadvantage, please.
Comes the nonsense.
Ooh, okay, that's an 11.
An 11 is a failure. You gain 1 level of exhaustion. As you have felt this kind of energy before, feel this life essence pulled out of you, oh so slightly, not enough to seem to cause any challenge yet, but it seems to be sucking this kind of essence of your very being from you. And Bryn is healed.
Fully?
Not fully. I'm not going to tell you how much HP he gets back. That was 3
I don't need
damage,
to
right?
know.
So.
Oh,
But you do see a couple of these wounds, these strikes and burns and stuff heal just a little bit. Okay. Now it is Bryn's turn himself. He will, without leaving y'all's attack range, because he's nice and large, move down, focusing on Zin, who first hit him with his fire damage. He is going to make 2 big, huge slam attacks. One of them using his regular arm. One of them using an arm somewhere on his body, like in the middle of his leg. So he kicks, but he hits at the same time, because I think that's funny.
Egregious.
I just think it's hilarious. Zin, does a 25 hit for the first one?
yes.
It does. Okay. You're going to take 16 bludgeoning damage.
I will not actually. I'm going to use my reaction to deflect.
Okay. Deflect attacks. When an attack roll that includes bludgeoning, piercing, or slashing damage hits you, you take a reaction to reduce the attack's total damage by 1d10 plus 8. Okay, go ahead and roll that.
That is a 10 total. 2 plus 8.
10 total, so you still take 6 bludgeoning damage. You are also still going to take the lightning damage from the attack. That is, I rolled another 8 on the lightning damage. I am so sorry.
That hurts.
It does. He's going to go in for the second slam. This roll, not as good. Does a 15 hit?
No.
No. Okay. Second hit, you managed to dodge completely. And that's going to be Bryn's turn. Mimi, you're up.
I rage.
Naturally. Yeah.
Of course.
And Barbarian will rage.
Reckless attack.
Okay.
Okay. I'm gonna assume it hits, but just in case, does a 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22.
Yes.
22 hit?
He has a 9 AC.
Delightful. Okay. So I need to grab my D12.
He's just a
Pardon
big
me.
old blob of flesh. I'm going to be real. Like he's, again, if you can hit the broadside of a barn.
So that's 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 damage.
14 damage. Did you add the extra 2 from rage?
Yes.
You did, okay.
And with Savage Attacker, I get to roll damage twice and choose
the higher
one
roll.
that I want.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Another, you said 14? 14 slashing damage. Huge damage on this thing. You open up a huge gash. And it's funny because you think you would see muscle and viscera. Instead, like another leg pops out of the gash.
You think that. I don't think anything. I think it's ugly.
No, you need to think about it. I want you to think about it. I want
You
that
hear
image
Mimi
in
go,
your brain.
Oh, Bless your sweet soul. What the fuck is that?
I want you to think about it because I thought about it.
Uh,
I will project my trauma. All right. Any- Anything else on your turn here?
I mean, I think that's about all I can. Actually, because I used my bonus action, right? To
Rage, yes.
rage. Inventory.
Did you add your rage damage and your great weapon mastery damage?
I do think you have to specifically say you're doing the great weapon mastery thing first. I don't think she did. The
No.
minus
What do
5
you
for
mean
the plus
great
10
weapon?
damage. You can take minus 5 to your attack roll for 10 extra damage with
No,
great weapon mastery.
They changed it.
Oh, they changed it. Okay.
Yeah, whenever you just hit a creature with a heavy weapon, you do 2 damage.
Well, there you
Yeah,
go.
I was gonna say because that's the heavy weapon mastery. It automatically like you can cause a weapon to deal extra 2 damage to the target.
Okay.
But it's
Also, you have to
only
remember that you have inspiration, right?
yes. What does that do again?
Advantage on any check you want.
Oh yeah, I don't need that yet, technically.
Technically. Okay.
Technically.
So if that is your turn, then we will move on to Zin. Zin, what you got?
All right. Well, I'm pissed that I got touched. So,
I mean,
Yep.
Yep.
yeah. Elemental strikes, and I'm gonna do fire. Wait. We'll worry about that later.
Raylan, how much health are you
Um,
at?
we're gonna do
What's your health?
first attack is fire. That's a nat 20.
That's a nat 20. Hell
Fuck
yeah.
yeah.
Crunchy crits, you roll full damage, and then you take any dice associated with your attack, and you roll that again.
Ow.
That is
While he's
a
calculating, I'm at 17.
7.
That was how much?
7.
7?
Mhm.
So full damage and another die is 7 damage?
No, full damage plus that would be 10. 11, sorry.
11. That still feels a little low. Okay, what'd you...
No,
Duh.
11 plus the 7. So
okay,
18.
11 plus 7. Okay. That's a lot more. That's what I was looking for there.
No, I
So
was
18.
doing the math and just talking out loud. So.
Hold on. We have to let him cook, okay?
He said, "Wait, don't stop me."
18 fire damage, big ol' smack, and the first hit that leaves him in the bloodied condition. Big hit here. Absolutely
scared.
massive, right across the side of his face, and he is angry. Continue.
If he turns into a centipede, I'm rioting.
What?
Um,
Well, he wasn't going
I-
to, but now.
Please, you can keep that thought to yourself.
My bad.
I want to. I want him to get up close and personal, so I want to grapple him with this next attack.
Okay.
It's like-
Grapple, you make an attack, and if it hits, you make a strength check contested by his strength or acrobatics. Let me double
And the DC
check
14.
something. Okay.
I thought grapple checks, now it's just they make a saving throw.
Is it?
I think.
No, it
Let
says
me-
target on a strength/dex. It chooses which saving throw.
DC, yeah, okay. Yeah, DC 8 plus proficiency bonus plus strength. So what is your grapple DC?
Well, I could use my dex instead of the strength, so it'll be 14.
14. Okay. You will make that with disadvantage because of the fire. He still has a very high strength, though. Yeah, that's an 18 and a 19 for 22 total.
Okay, that's fine. We could always try again.
You can always try
And
again.
try we will.
Um,
Pop another focus point. Fury of blows, and I'm gonna do another attack and try to grapple.
Okay.
That is a 15.
15. Once again, I think we just do the check here, but we'll roll it again. That is a That is a 12 and a
Fedora.
13
And that
Or-
is 7, 5.
for 17. Yeah.
Okay, you still passed. All right, and then I'm gonna do one more, and I'm gonna make this.
Are you sure? Because you attacked once with fire, and then you have attacked twice now with grapples. I don't think you get 4 attacks, do you?
I get 3 attacks.
Yeah. So you've already had, but because you attacked once with fire and you've made 2 grapple checks, that's all 3 attacks.
No, I could grapple and attack at the same time.
Do you have?
Grappler.
Oh, the feet. Okay. Never mind. I'm stupid. Go for it.
Okay.
No, the DM simply
Go ham.
forgot you
Go
are
ham.
making this. Your
Right.
origin story is forming.
So 14. So I'm gonna need that grapple check again.
Grapple check again.
Attack.
Disadvantage. Ooh, he only rolled a 5 that time.
Oh. So he is grappled and he took 10 fire damage.
And 10 fire damage. Alrighty then.
My mouth was open in shock, and I went to drink water, and I almost waterboarded myself.
Do not waterboard yourself on stream. Please wait until we end. Thank you.
Waterboard? Yes, I got you.
No
Please
red
wait until we're finished. Okay, this creature is grappled. I want you to explain to us what the image of Zin grappling a giant flesh golem looks like, because I'm curious if you have anything in mind here.
So right now, just a lot of different images is coming to mind, like
He's holding 3 hands.
right, like Aggie and men, and just the horror that we went through. So I'm just imagining. First, I start with the neck, can't get a hold, and then I go again and go for like this vice grip hold around the waist while providing fire punches to the ribs, and I'm just holding him, and I'm smiling. I said, wait till you see what I got next.
Okay.
Can you reach his waist? He's a giant. I was imagining you as like the toddler hanging onto the leg. We're the short crew.
One of the legs.
One of the legs.
You know.
Yeah.
Again, 3 hands and a leg. It's like 3 goblins in a trench coat, but worse.
There's more than 3 goblins.
But grosser.
Flesh coat.
Anything else for your turn, Zin?
No.
Oh,
No,
okay.
this is it.
That's it. Aggie.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, choking on water.
Please stop.
The hell is up with everybody trying to waterboard themselves on stream today, bro?
It's for the plot. It's for the plot.
Okay.
Underwater fight comes later.
I'm going to tell Bryn, do you get any satisfaction out of those 12 nipples, and cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter. Wisdom 15 saving throw.
Wisdom 15 saving throw. Not a super high
Yeah.
wisdom. And he's gonna make it with disadvantage. That's a 3.
No.
He is laughing uncontrollably and has the prone condition.
Okay.
God.
So this creature is now
I
on
will-
the ground, laughing.
Yes.
Zin is attached to his waist. He is rolling
is-
around on the ground.
It is prone and incapacitated, and it can't end the prone condition on itself. At the end of each of its turns, it takes damage, makes another wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
Target has advantage on the save if the save is triggered by damage.
Okay.
So it's
Fun
just
fact, he's
prone.
just going to make everything at disadvantage anyway because of his aversion to fire, but that is beside the point.
But melee characters get advantage on prone creatures.
They do, in fact.
Is it my turn? Is it my turn? Is it my turn?
Soon. Not yet. Anything else for your turn, Aggie?
I am also going to be unpredictable. Move 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Move over here.
Keep moving. Zig, zag, zig, zag.
One must.
That is...
And
less than half the party's health.
And that is my turn.
Okay. Raylith, so to describe the scene, you guys have done a couple rounds of combat. You guys have pushed this guy to the bloodied condition. You see open wounds and gashes and tears all across his body. And then Aggie says, "Yo, what up with your 12 nipples, bruh?" And this guy falls on the ground. He's not laughing. The sound he makes is horrifying. It's like a gasping, choking kind of gurgly noise. But it's supposed to be a laugh. He's incapacitated. Zin's on top of him, holding him down. What are you doing?
I glance at Aggie, like 12 nipples, really? And then proceed to move into flanking position again.
So speaking is a free action, right?
Yes.
Hey, Raylit, by the way, darling, you're looking a little bloody. Don't you still have one of those?
I got it.
Thank you. Okay, please.
Yeah, she's going to ignore Mimi for a second,
Mm-hmm.
and then she's going to swing.
Naturally. Yeah.
Solid choice.
Just as a matter of course, you should probably always just ignore Mimi.
That's a nat 20 with advantage. So.
Dear Lord.
Okay. So an automatic 6, 12. It won't be as much. 6, 12 plus the 5. So that's 11 from just the short sword and
the giant smite bonus.
Giant smite. And I get to roll those two again. Just a 5 and a 2, but I'm going to use my Savage Attacker to re-roll to see if I can get something better than that 2. That's another 5. So 10 more damage as well.
Okay, so 21 total.
Yes, because you had 11 plus 10.
Was that plus my... I don't feel like that... No, because I had...
Add everything up.
I had 12 plus 5, which was 17 to start.
Okay.
And then I rolled 2 more 5s, so that's 27.
Okay.
I'm about to say that was not right. Don't you.
You said a bunch of numbers. I need you to just say I do X total damage. Make it a little bit easier for me here. Because I can't. I mean, technically I can see your sheets, but I don't want to do that every time. We're doing the thing here.
And then bonus action second one.
And then bonus action second one. Very nice. How much are you healing for?
4, 8. I'm healing for 8.
Right, a solid chunk here. Anything else for your turn here? You want to action surge and do it again?
I can't.
Okay.
And we get 1.
Okay, so is that your turn?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, fantastic. Top of the round. This flesh golem, Bryn, he's not looking good. He's now being held down as he's, making this weird choking sound. Zin is sitting on top of them. It is an atrocious sight by all means. But this arm, this kind of robotic thing with a hypodermic needle on it, continues to strike out at the top of the round as the layer action goes off. This time attacking Zen again. I've rolled 1s and 3s the entire time, and I am so sorry for that. With a +5 to hit, that is a what's 18 plus 5? 23.
Yeah,
That's a 23 to hit. You are going to take 5 piercing damage, and I need a.
I don't think I will.
You're going to use Deflect Bliss.
Yes.
Okay. Technically, it's 1d10 plus 8, so like there's no way you could not deflect the entire thing.
Yeah.
I still think if it hits, you would make the so you may not take the damage from it, but I still think you would make the Constitution saving throw. Although, because the exhaustion still might count, although he won't heal from anything if he does, I guess, because there's no damage involved. I don't know. That's weird. Anyway, make a Constitution saving
Nothing
throw.
to out of you.
Constitution. That is a 19.
19 passes. You do not suffer from exhaustion. He doesn't heal for anything. Cool. That was easy. I was wondering how it was going to be if...
Before Bryn's turn, did he make another saving throw after Raylith attacked him?
He did not.
He gets that advantage.
Well,
But he
it'll
also
be
still
it'll be a
gets it
straight roll.
disadvantage.
Yeah, it'll be a straight roll because of the stuff. That was wisdom, correct?
Yeah. 15.
He's still. Ooh, I lied. He rolled a 19. Okay, he's no longer incapacitated, but he is still prone at the beginning of his turn.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, let me think.
Can I use silvery barbs to make him re-roll that?
You can if you would like.
I will, and I'll give Mimi advantage on her next attack or her next d20.
Okay.
Don't we already have advantage? Oh wait, no, she doesn't. Because I moved.
You said that was DC 15, right?
Yeah.
He rolled. He rolled a 13. Okay.
Yeah.
So he is not silvery barbs once again ruining entire fights.
As a DM, I hate that spell, but as a player, it's great.
That's how it works. He fails. He's still incapacitated, still prone. Can't do anything on his turn. Because incapacitated says you can't do anything. So at the end of his turn, he will try to make the save again.
Yep.
Okay. You rolled a 16. You've already used your reaction. You can't use silvery barbs again, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so he's no longer incapacitated, but he's still prone.
So you also have advantage on your attacks.
That is at the end of his turn, so he can't do anything else this turn. I mean, look, I'm going to be honest. It doesn't change much because he's still,
yeah, but we have all of the melee attackers going up before his next turn, so
he doesn't have that much health left. This could be the last turn. We'll see how this goes. Mimi.
It's a 12.
That's 12.
Not as high as I wanted
advantage?
to.
12 hits.
With advantage. Yes. I didn't have to use Reckless this time because you did give me advantage. I rolled a 5 and a 7.
Well,
so.
technically, you don't have advantage at the moment because Raylith moved. You need to be flanking completely. And if you look at the map, it's
prone.
Silvery Barb.
Well, he's prone, and so that is still advantage. Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
Yes. So 12. So I get to roll.
Roll some Damagios.
That's 5.
It's fine. Look, it's something. Okay, it counts.
It's a 5 plus your 2 from Rage and your 2 from Great Weapon.
Are you adding those
So
in?
it's 9.
9.
Okay. Look at Mowgli.
Well, because I was thinking, I
I'm
was
not
like
gonna keep
5,
track.
and then I knew my the 2 that I could add, but I do forget that Reckless does add another 2.
Well, not just reckless, rage in general.
I mean
as long
rage,
as you're rage,
not
yeah.
the other R word.
Yep. Say I'm not going to keep track of adding your extra damage because look, that makes me look better. But Mowgli
Mowgli's
over
really
here.
trying.
Yeah, Mowgli
He's an idiot.
Mowgli MVP over here. 9 damage, still not enough quite to kill him, but he's not looking good, guys. Open wounds, blood pouring out. We've got this little grate thing just here, and there's just a river of blood and viscera and gore just kind of leaking out of this creature and rolling down the concrete into this grate over here. Not looking good at all. Very messy scene. Anything else for your turn, Mimi?
No.
No. Zen. Come on, my boy.
Elemental strikes, fire,
Doesn't he have to roll
and
again?
For damage. Well, no.
No,
He's
he
already
doesn't have the
passed. Yeah.
condition anymore.
He's no longer incapacitated. He's just prone. He can't do anything at the moment. So he doesn't have any reactions. So
and
Beat his
I get
ass.
bitch. So
I need you to shout out World Star.
I'm not. So
Our DM yet again memeing himself.
I'm going for
Sorry.
a elbow strike, fiery elbow strike
Fiery elbow strike. All right.
to the face.
He's gonna drop
And
that
that-
people's elbow on his ass.
17.
17
like-
hits.
I'm on top. Just
Fucking
You scaled this man. This Colossus thingy. You're just scaling this stuff.
It's just a Hulkbuster
Killed
from
it.
the Hulkbuster from the Avengers movie. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep. Go to sleep.
pretty much. So
Oh my god.
17
Oh no.
damage.
Y'all haven't seen Weapons yet, but there's a scene that it reminds me of. Very much so.
That movie is hilarious, by the way, but we'll get into it later.
It's so good.
We'll get
They
into
haven't
it
seen
later.
it.
No, we're gonna go
That's
see it
so
later.
funny.
So good.
All right. So how much damage for the first one?
5.
5 full damagios.
Yep.
Got any more focus points left?
Oh, you know I do. And I most certainly will use it, even though he's probably about to die after this next attack, but it's okay.
Oh wait,
So
we hope.
going for another fiery elbow.
Mm-hmm.
And let's see. Wrong dice. That is a 21 to attack. And let's roll this for the damage. That is an 8.
8 damage. Still living, but he's choking on his own blood at this point. It's not pretty. His throat is crushed. His face is smashed. He's swallowing his own teeth. It is brutal and disgusting.
Is it his own teeth?
Well, that's a question. They might be.
I'm going to roll again, this time with a fiery knee in memories of gonads.
For Tomas.
Bartoma.
Is a 19 to attack.
19
and
hits.
the damage
I need you to do higher than a 3. Okay.
Red rum.
Describe the scene for us as Zen on top of this guy, beating the ever-loving shit out of him, finishes off Bryn the Inventor.
So usually Zen is a peaceful guy. Very peaceful. But in this case,
No.
Zin is raging.
yeah, pretty much you would think he has some form of barbarian past in him. But he sees all the people that he tries to protect. You know, he looks around, he sees, and then he just sees this creature as men for his hatred towards men. So he's letting off fiery punches, kicks, tried to choke him, managed to grapple. Now he's down and he's making this hideous noise, and it angers Zen even further because now it's just like, oh, men's laughing at him. Elbow to the face, and then one good gonad shot.
For men.
For men.
Yeah.
I'm
I
gonna.
guess. Okay. With a last snap of flesh against flesh, his neck snaps, kind of being held up by his body weight and with nothing underneath it. You see bones pierce through where his neck would be if he had a neck, and you feel I'm trying to think of how to phrase this in a way that's safe for work. I don't know that there is, but you feel one of his nuts crush as you knee him one final time, and it is, you hear a little squirt noise, and then Bryn no longer moves. The blood continues to flow down this kind of channel in the concrete in between the blocks, continuing to flow down into this grate, and everything else in the room is still for a few moments. You all have a moment to breathe, and we drop out of combat. What's your reaction here?
I continue punching him.
Then you got you got teeth in your elbow.
Somebody's going to have to tell me it's over because I'm just letting off shots.
Hey guys. So what say we bolt the other way, set the other carrionettes on fire, and we get out of Dodge.
Rayla's gonna shrink back down. Just look at Bryn. Told you weren't a god. And just like
Hell yeah.
float over.
Mm.
Gently pat Aggie on the back.
Yeah. Okay.
This room is disgusting.
Yeah.
Mhm,
Do you want to leave it? I would love to leave this heinous room.
Are you
I
okay?
do after I check out this table.
I'm wiping flesh off my knuckles.
Do you need help picking those teeth out your elbow?
I just squat to meditate because I need to calm down.
Oh, okay.
You're sitting in. Oh, never mind. Just. Ugh.
Is there anything clean in the area at all? Like, I know you mentioned this is like a butcher shop, but this is also like him experimenting with like the pods and everything. Is there anything kind of like a lab table with like notes and stuff rather than just viscera? Like anything that could give us more info on like what exactly? I mean, we know what went down, but like
The place where Aggie went.
I think searching through stuff, it wouldn't be too hard to find an old blood-stained, dirty, like absolutely fucking filthy. I'm trying to think of what it would be. I don't know if I would call it a journal necessarily, but probably just a few pieces of paper with writing and stuff in the margins with designs for like the puppets and stuff like that. But the wording and stuff on them would be enough that you could probably pick out a little bit of context, perhaps that you didn't have before. What kind of information specifically are you looking for here?
info on like the previous god that spoke to him.
Okay.
Like the person who claimed he was becoming a god, like, because that's something she didn't necessarily fully get into. Like, where did his power originate from fully? How did he obtain the world seed? So probably going back a good bit in the notes and stuff. That's what Raylith would be looking for.
Okay.
Like, where did this go wrong, or how did this happen?
Okay, could you give me kind of looking specifically for this information? Because I kind of want to tailor this a little bit to see if there's specific information you guys are looking for. Can you give me an investigation check?
Help.
And I help.
You can make the check with advantage.
Okay. Because I have a +0, so help. I would like this info. That is a 19. Wait, I have the -2, so 17.
17. Okay.
Does that still count? Is that on all rolls? It's on all rolls.
The exhaustion accounts on all rolls. Yes, any d20 roll.
Yeah.
Okay. With a 17, a lot of the writing, like I said, most of it would probably be margins in the notes, little bits of information where you would see like layered schematics for the spider puppets, the carrionettes and stuff like that. You would see some stuff talking about the energy source, which you now know is the power of a mortal soul, kind of ripped from the human body. or I say human body, but ripped from the mortal body rather, and then implanted in pieces in some of these creatures. And I think in one of the earlier sections, talking about building the power source itself and the battery that kind of powers the carionets inside the torso of these creatures, you would see something along the lines of V, abbreviated, like the letter V, was right. And that would probably be all the information. There's some stuff going on. They operate in a very specific way. I don't think they would give them their whole names. But you would see V was right, talking about the power source and implanting the pieces of the mortal soul to make them run at an infinite level here. Does that help at all?
No.
Does it? Does it
They're as
help?
vague as men right now. I hate it.
It gives you something. I will say this: there's another letter, and you know that they're not the same person, right? Because you have V, and then you have K, who was talking to Bira. So
Yeah.
I almost forgot my own character's name for a second.
How dare you?
Lovely DM. I really need
You
to make
forget all
actual
of your
notes.
names.
I do.
Yes,
naming
you're
is
so
naming
sweet.
is my least favorite thing. Is he doing anything else in the laboratory before you exit?
Is there any
Aggie,
fun
is there
stuff on
anything
this table?
Oh.
Any fun
okay.
stuff on the table? Not really. It seems to be a lot of like mixing of. I'm trying to think of how to describe this. Some of the bits of flesh and pieces that are scattered around the room are kind of desiccated. They're a bit dried out, and it seems like a lot of this was meant to refresh them, make them easier to absorb. Juicy meat is better.
Aggie's going to scream, there's nothing useful here, and cast Mage Hand and just dump the contents on the table in a very dramatic fashion.
Glad I got the book.
It's useless. That's useless too. And I tried to swipe the papers out of Rayla's hand, but I
You
miss.
think men knows who V is? I don't want men. I don't know that that's the part that matters to her either, though. Like, I
What?
feel like what she was wanting us to learn here was more someone's out there creating these like false deities, and that the souls are the seeds. Oh yeah, guys, I got all this info from Bryn while you guys were, making your way over here while I was stalling.
My character
Yeah, we
tells
just
them
kind of
everything.
heard the tail end. Yeah, I don't know. He was real ugly. I kind of stopped listening.
Yeah, he
I don't pay attention to ugly people.
he was taking. Oh, wow.
I pay attention to you.
I'll take that as a compliment and move forward. Anyway, but basically, when I got here, or when I woke up, I was in she's gonna point to one of the weird pod thingies in the room.
Yeah, that was
They were
kind of our
using
fault.
those that were doing kind of the same thing as the like spiky things that were hitting us during the fight there. They were draining like energy from me, like life energy. Like you could feel yourself just getting weaker, and not quite just like health even, but like I don't know, like really tugged on the soul strings, But he was harvesting the people's souls here to turn them into his puppet. And
Yeah.
apparently someone gave him the power of a god. He knew what a world stone was, but not by world stone. The whole divinity seed thing. And the seeds and sprouts and conversation was basically just like souls. Souls give, like, it's a weird big circle. Like life, souls revert back to. It's weird. It's weird.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, the only soul string, the only things I've ever had tug on my soul is like music and lovers.
Imagine feeling that being ripped out of you, though. Just like the very being of you being ripped out of you.
I do
You
that to
just
other
like
people.
not enjoy music now?
I mean, I haven't heard any music since, so I cannot confirm or deny.
I will play a
No,
little
don't
ditty
do
on
it.
my
How good do you play it? That's the question, because I
If
need
it's
to
based
know
off
if
of
I
your map
actually think
picking,
I've lost my
15. I
Is it-
rolled a 15 on my performance check.
I mean, he's a fairly good bard.
It's all right.
I felt a little something.
Alright.
Yeah.
Ah. You are not going to enjoy life if you can't enjoy a little bit of music. Ugh.
Damn.
Feel sorry for you. Just party and work for the rest of your life, I guess. Ugh.
And that was kind of the goal anyway. There's not very much like music and enjoyment in Astra, you know?
Well,
Not where you hang out.
so
At home? and at the core now?
You gotta go out and be with the people. Alright, let's burn this motherfucker to the ground.
thank you. I was waiting for a little more carnage.
Weren't we supposed to not destroy the worlds? Isn't that like Min's whole thing? She doesn't want us destroying the worlds. She mentioned they could.
We're not
Uh,
destroying the world, we're
Yeah, no.
destroying this place.
Fuck this place.
Okay, this place is fair.
The
This
warehouse
place-
full of
Yeah.
puppets. This room. I will take my other flask and just kind
These
of
are
throw
puppets.
it against the wall.
Fair.
I'm done meditating now. So I'm just gonna.
We're gonna need you to ignite those. I can't do the thing with my sword.
We have
As
we
I'm
have
talking, I'm
torches
gonna
in
go
our
over to-
bag, and I
as
pull
I'm-
one out.
You still have to
As we're
light
talking, I'm
the
gonna go over to Zen and just nonchalantly pour a potion of healing down his throat.
Okay.
Talking about
Wow.
burning this to the ground. Here's some healing. You get 6 points.
I thought the potions just did full healing.
If you
No.
use your action,
Well, yeah, if you use your action, it's full healing.
Okay.
Yep.
Gotcha.
even
Yeah,
if I give
also
it to
heal.
someone else.
Yeah.
So you get
That's
10
not
points
much
of healing,
more.
not 4.
Oh, that's perfect then, because now I'm back at full.
There you go.
I would also like one of the potions I have.
And I'll be like, all right, it's time to go. You need a bath. You're disgusting. Does anyone have any more oil? Because we need a lot more oil to just burn this.
I scavenge
you
around my bag.
These are things that your last date told you,
What?
huh?
I didn't quite hear that. What?
What? Oh, let me get off. All right. Rayliff, great to see
Can
you.
you add something else after that? Oh, okay. Hi, yeah.
Do I find any oil in my bag?
You each have 2 flasks of oil in your bag.
I have some oil. Where
I
you
feel like
want
we
it?
had a whole bunch more, but like we poured a whole bunch in like the warehouse.
We did. We
Yeah.
did. Well, that was I handed you one, and you just kind of, but I have oil.
Rails will also help torch the things.
Oh, you guys are still
Fucking
trying
sling
to
'em.
do that. Okay.
Mm-hmm. These things are
Burn this
awful.
motherfucker
Do
to
you
the
want to be
ground.
one?
I'm going to soccer kick Bryn, and then walk.
Make sure you hit the him part and not the
Oh, he's squished again. Ugh,
hero or anybody else part.
that's so gross.
I'm gonna light my torch and just hold it. I'm ready.
And
When do I
I will-
throw it?
Whatever you want, just as long as I'm not in this room.
Okay.
oh yeah, that smells
Everybody-
gonna be awful.
Everybody ready to skedaddle?
Mm-hmm. She's
Oh.
already
Okay,
leaving
cool.
with that.
I'm gonna throw the torch and book it back that way.
Okay. You throw the torch with, 6 to 7 vials of oil all over the wall and stuff. It goes up in flames pretty quick. The stone begins to catch, the extra barrels and stuff in the room. The tables all begin to catch fire, and smoke begins to fill up the room, begins to pour out the door behind you as you move out of the room and into this large warehouse type area. Here you can see rows and rows and rows, hundreds of these carionets as the flames begin to catch on the outside of the room and begin to spread throughout the warehouse itself. Down, however, at the end of the warehouse, leaning against the door, you see I wouldn't necessarily say unexpected sight, but a familiar one. You see the form of Sarah Mentes, your captain, as it were, your squad leader, leaning against the door on the other side. As you kind of move through and light the various piles of oil that you guys spread before you entered the laboratory, beginning to catch the fire on these things, Sarah begins to clap.
I'm sorry. Why is there oil out here, guys? I was in there.
Don't ask questions.
Why is there,
Hi,
why
men.
is there oil out?
Sarah begins to clap, kind of giving you guys a slow round of applause as you approach. Well done. Congratulations. What did we learn?
I know. I'm invincible and I did not get hurt.
Yeah, I learned that you should let us out that door real quick and then we can have this conversation because things are going up in smoke.
By all means. And she'll
Okay,
gesture
wonderful.
towards the door.
Dee-dee-dee-dee-doo.
You all exit the palace, now standing in the palace courtyard in the center of the city of Sharn. Around you, you can see these kind of large buildings, apartment buildings, and things like that. Blocks and blocks and blocks of city around you, the mountains kind of raising in the distance. This kind of split river formation dividing the city into three parts, all quite easily viewable from this palace. Sun's just now beginning to set. However, the siren and stuff doesn't go off. No danger now presented, thanks to your defeat of the Inventor. Once again, men. So, what did we learn?
We learned that well, technically Raylan kind of has the most information out of all of us. Excuse me. But he thought he was a god because he learned a thing from some kind of being. That we heard about a K that was talking to
Who's
Vero.
V?
Well, K was talking to Vero, and then V was talking to.
Guys, I'm not gonna be the only one doing these 30 days. I'm not.
Bear?
I don't want to call. I'd rather do the roll call with my friends.
Hey, Steven, you're getting other
Yeah.
people in the room.
You might want to mute yourself, bud.
Yeah, I was muted.
Something was coming from your thing. Anyway, continue.
And something about the divinity seeds and how soul, it gives life to the souls, but like when it sprouts, it does a thing.
It's more the opposites. The souls give power to the divinity seed. And when a seed sprouts, it forms a god. That god gains the power it needs to become immortal. But close enough. I think you probably would have gotten there with enough, thinking about it, maybe, for you, at least.
Man, I'm tired, okay? It's somewhere in here. Yeah. Okay.
Well,
She doesn't listen well.
yes. But there seems to be a faction amongst the gods. Someone is raising others. How you should say, defector amongst them, perhaps. I think this is a good in for our mission. If we can find out exactly what's going on with the Council of Elders, then perhaps we can find a way to stop them from destroying other worlds in the process.
The Council of who?
Council of Elders, the oldest gods. They consider themselves more powerful than the others, grant them rules and mercies, but it's more for show than anything. If you're mortal, you don't necessarily need to follow rules. There's no threat of violence or danger. So, mostly ceremonial bullshit, if I'm being honest.
So you told us you had a bunch of divinity seeds. Does that make you a god? And also, like 2 days ago, we didn't even know gods existed. Now we're going to beat them?
Eventually. Not yet, I think. I don't think
Like,
you're
I decided
quite...
to fight monsters and stuff, not like go talk to people who, can turn puppets into Muppets, you know what I mean?
You don't talk well to anybody, actually.
Huh?
Yeah.
Your
And y'all
accent's
say
way
I
too
don't
thick, and
listen.
it comes in one ear and just goes out the same ear.
It'll be...
Like a rebound.
It will be some time yet before you meet any of these gods personally. Bryn was not quite there, and in fact I believe he never would have reached immortality. The problem is that the world seed here, as I stated when we first arrived, is unobtainable. There's a large section of the power that would be available on this world unable to be obtained. So...
Is it because of the souls that he used?
Partly, yes. He splits the power. The battery is no longer as fully charged as it should be. And so that energy is useless. It's not enough.
That tracks.
Still, I do think that there is a lesson to be learned here. Again, someone is raising up other gods and using the divinity seeds of the worlds who have fallen to corruption to do it. That is concerning, and it's something we'll have to look into later.
So I have a bit of a question. If there is someone out there doing this, because we came and beat the shit out of uh whatever that thing was, will they not take notice of that?
Doubtful. Bryn was a failed attempt, I believe. Something to understand here is that he never could obtain the power of a god. This is a failed... Bryn could never leave due to other reasons that you did not discover. Could not leave the city of Shan. He never could obtain the power of the World Stone. If he can't take the World Stone and the power of the souls that he had here in the city of Shan together, he never would obtain the power of a god. So, if you can't put 2 and 2 together and make 4...
Well, yeah, he went down like a sack of potatoes. I'm sure.
Don't get so cocky.
I'm going to bed.
There are other things out there much stronger than Bryn that you will fight before long, I assure you.
I have no doubt you'll have us meet him.
Probably. Are we ready to return
give us,
home?
Like, more power or like more equipment so we can just be even stronger?
Eventually,
Okay.
once you are...
Let me level up.
Once you're at... No, not yet. The arc is not over.
Oh, shit.
Well, perhaps you're all ready to go home then. I fully believe Torch has probably caught on to our little, shall we say, deception concerning the portal here. It's probably about time to get back.
Okay.
You watch as she waves a hand and opens up another portal on the other side. Translucent, you can see the image of a kind of back alleyway, the same alleyway that you guys left from in the city of Astra, back behind some apartment buildings on the eastern section of the city. What do?
And we're actually going through this time, right? Like, there's no going to be timey-wimey bullshit again.
No, of course not.
Okay.
I have
We've
tested
been here
you.
for 2 days. It's as 2 days passed in Astra.
It should be about 45 minutes.
Oh, well, that didn't take as long as Was this all just like a
I normally
illusion you put up?
try to make sure that the time is... It makes it easier if no one thinks too hard about it. So I try to make sure that it works in our favor when we move from world to world. When I move from world to world. Now you.
Okay.
There's a science to it. An art, if you will.
Cool.
No, after you, of course.
Walk on through.
Okay. You all step through the portal, and you feel this familiar tugging sensation pulling from something deep inside you, pulling you back towards the city of Astra. Now that you've traveled through 2 or 3 rifts, it's an almost familiar sensation. You can kind of feel home, almost. You can feel a kind of different connection with the plane of Indamira, rather than traveling to a world that you're unfamiliar with. And then something happens. About halfway through this tugging sensation, something grabs inside of you, and you feel another sensation, stronger, pulling you in a different direction. And you find yourself not on the back alley streets of Astra, but at a 4-way intersection of 4 hallways. These hallways are round. They are pure white with a chrome floor and kind of fluorescent lighting on the roof above, leading down to different rooms in the distance, probably about 20 feet on either side. As you find yourself standing at this intersection, kind of wondering what's going on, several things happen at once. Min appears beside you, not in the form of Sarah Mintez, but rather in her regular form as Min, this kind of beautiful woman in a dress, red dress, dark hair. She begins to chant a series of words and throws up a spell that is somewhat familiar to you guys, a wall of force surrounding you. At the same time, a beam of pure destructive energy lances down one of these hallways and strikes the wall of force. A spell that, as far as you guys know, is indestructible. And you watch as the pieces of this wall begin to crumble and fall around you. At the end of one of the hallways stands a man. He's about 7.5 foot tall, very, very dark skin. He's bald, and he wears a series of ceremonial white robes with the silver breastplate armor and bracers and stuff over the top of it. And as he stands at the end of the hallway, he speaks. Kaine, you have been tried in absentia for your crimes of heresy and conspiracy against the Council of Elders. Your sentence: execution. Verdict: guilty. What do you do?
Can you spell Kaine for me?
I spelled it as like
Kaine.
Kaii.
Mm-hmm.
Ne.
Ne.
Min, what the fuck? What am I gonna do?
You see Min looking at this man.
We're at a 4-way intersection, right?
Yeah, correct.
Like in the middle of a 4-way intersection?
Correct.
Aggie is going to step down one of the side hallways to be out of line of sight from this man throwing a bunch of shit at Min.
Okay. Min will turn towards the man and say, Ardent, it's good to see you again. I assume that the sentence is execution, that you are the sword, correct? This man kind of standing with his hands by his side, doesn't seem to move very much at all. Indeed. And as for my little compatriots here, my little lemmings, are they included in the sentence? The man speaks again and says, they have not been judged. I will return them to their home, erase their memories. Indeed. Min kind of turns back towards you all. Well, meet the Ardent. Right hand of the Council of Elders. I did not expect. You see, probably for the first time, Min is anxious. She's nervous, and she's not even trying to hide it. Something is very, very wrong here.
I'm going to step away as well, but just like move back slowly and said, "This is not my fight."
Is it Min? Is your name Kaine?
We'll speak about that later.
Will
If we remember.
Well, we might not.
You
She
really?
kind of
I was talking to Barrow.
She kind of turns back towards the man at the end of the hallway. Well, I assume you are aware that I'm not going to go without a fight. Ardent just kind of nods. She says, well, I do believe that if we were to engage in battle here, that my lemmings would be caught in the crossfire. Perhaps we should take this somewhere else? You see the man kind of look towards you all, and as he looks towards you, the couple that he can kind of make eye contact with, you feel as his gaze moves across you a pressure, an almost spiritual pressure that kind of presses down on your shoulders, a great weight kind of falling over you before his gaze kind of moves back towards Kaine, locking eyes with her. Agreed.
Aggie would be like, "You got this," and I'll give Min a bardic inspiration.
You're gonna give Min a bardic inspiration?
That's so precious. Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
my god.
It's so cute. Okay.
His crush goes far.
Yep.
In this battle against the gods.
Simp.
Have a bardic
Simp.
inspiration in these trying times.
Nope.
Can I offer you a D6 in these trying times?
Don't got much, but I got that.
Oh my god.
Kaine will give a little smile towards Aggie. Do you all still have your bags?
Yeah.
Yes.
Good.
I
Keep them
didn't burn
close.
it.
I must admit I did not expect this to happen quite so soon, but I still have a few tricks up my sleeve. When we leave, try to find something useful here. Should I make it back, this is a great opportunity for us. If I don't, then our fight ends here. I'm going to try my best here. And I wish you all the best of luck, because I don't know what we're going to do if I fail.
I really want to do something really stupid.
You are Mowgli.
I
So
feel
long.
like attacking another god would not benefit us in any way other than murder.
I just want to see if it'll work.
Oh.
You see Min stands up, straightens herself out, turns towards the men. I
How
assume
far away is Ardent away from us?
the hallway's about 20 feet long.
I'm looking at Aggie. Aggie, no.
I wasn't going to
Down,
do
boy.
anything.
Down,
No.
boy. You always have a look about you. No.
No.
You're thinking about it. Min speaks. I assume we're in the void. Correct. And we should take this battle outside. Agreed. And you see the man disappear. Min
Quick,
also
run.
disappears, leaving you alone at this intersection. And the game changes. You can explore the ship if you would like. You can stay here if you would like. You have a series of choices to make in front of you. For now, you hear the sounds of gods doing battle outside the ship that you are currently located on. You hear flashes and explosions and crazy stuff going on, magic spells. I mean, you can kind of imagine what it sounds like. I don't really have any sound effects for a lot of this stuff, but it is something, something epic is going on outside the walls of this ship, and it sounds like it's going hard.
You said this is a ship. Like, it's got a bunch of, like, curvy hallways and, like, white, like tall ceilings and like all this other stuff in a ship?
Mm-hmm.
We should go to the way that he was standing at first.
Where he came from?
Yeah.
Yeah, for once I agree with you. I'm gonna walk that direction.
Okay. You head down that particular direction following this hallway, and you end up in the bridge of the ship, the kind of main cockpit, as it were. The ship itself isn't actually very large. It's only about, and the hallways are probably about 20 feet long, kind of moving the whole thing, probably about 50 feet in total. The cockpit is enough for you all to stand somewhat comfortably close to each other, though you're still kind of rubbing elbows a little bit. Not compacted, but so on and so forth. There are 3 chairs arranged with one in the front, 2 kind of behind, kind of catty corner, and an arrow shape behind it, with a viewport that is currently closed, and what looks like a piece of glass. You all know what glass is, at least, but there's something going on with the glass that is kind of confusing, because there are pictures and words and things kind of moving inside the glass. To put it in perspective, it's a tablet screen, but that's kind of what you guys are saying, and that's the best way to explain it in a fantasy setting. So that's what you guys are seeing in front of each of these chairs, probably about a foot by a foot and a half kind of little thing. What do?
I'm looking for. You know what? What's done us good thus far is looking for like notes, journals, things that can tell us a bit more about it.
Okay. Nothing like that here. I will say that the language, I have double checked. The language of Primordial is not one that you guys understand. So the letters and pictures and stuff like that going on the tablets are indecipherable to you at the moment, at least.
Can I get out some parchment and a pen from my bag and try to write some stuff down?
You can try if you would like. Give me I guess it would be intelligence check. Let's see if you can copy them down accurately.
While she's doing that,
paladin.
Items or something, some items.
Yeah, like is there anything that seems powerful or like exuding some kind of force, kind of a thing?
11. Hold on, let's just do this one at a time. So 11's enough to get some of these symbols. Some of them you're not quite sure is right. A lot of these are kind of moving by pretty fast. When you're trying to copy an unfamiliar language and you're trying to look and pay attention to it, then it swaps to a new screen. You can only get bits and pieces of different things here and there. So you get some of it, but not quite, everything here. Zin, you were saying?
Yeah, I wanted to look to see if there was some type of items that I'm able to take back. Because I don't plan on being here for much longer. So something maybe useful.
In the cockpit, I don't think there would be anything like that. There's pretty much just the chairs, the tablets, and the viewport. I don't think there would be any kind of items or anything else like that in here. Not immediately visible.
Search in another room then. So I will leave the cockpit. Okay. Let the team know that I'm looking for something useful.
I'll go with you. I want to look for like quarters or like any kind of storage looking area.
Yeah. I'll still be on the hunt for notes.
Be on the hunt for notes. Okay. You continue to move back down the hallway, back towards this intersection. You now have, we'll say, the north section explored, which is the cockpit. You now have west, east, and south. What direction would you guys like to travel?
Real quick, if I press like the tablet, does it change screens or do anything?
Sometimes it does, as you're pressing random things. Sometimes it doesn't. Imagine if you're just tapping at a tablet, sometimes you actually hit like a button, you know what I mean? Sometimes you don't. So it kind of starts doing random stuff. Are you just tapping away at one of these tablets?
Yeah, you'd be like, hey, if you change, oh, you're all gone. Oh.
I'd like to go east.
You go east. Okay, so taking a left from the direction you guys are coming from, you begin heading down the east corridor. Here you do find a set of quarters. It is rather well furnished. You see red carpets with these kind of tapestries and stuff on the wall, depicting various images of what look like gods. None of them you recognize, because again, you guys aren't extremely familiar with gods. But you see an image of what looks like a kind of glorious angelic being holding a sword and shield. You see what looks like a woman dressed all in white, holding her hands out to the side with this like glorious kind of silvery light that kind of moves out behind her. You see what looks like a chariot of some kind. You guys would have an idea of what a chariot is, pulling the sun behind it, with a man kind of sitting in the chariot with a sword, kind of holding it aloft. In a kind of triumphant gesture, and a few other images that are very similar, kind of spread around the room, 7 in total. There is a bed with a small chest at its feet. And you also see a desk that is currently empty. You don't see anything on the top of the desk, but there are a few drawers and so on and so forth. You also see in one corner of the room a very large mirror that stands with a kind of gilded frame around it. What'd you like to do?
Drawers.
Okay.
Begin. Check out the mirror.
Check out the mirror. Okay. We'll do the drawers first. You move over to the drawers and begin rummaging through them, looking for anything. The first thing is that there are 3 drawers total. Top 2 drawers are unlocked. Inside you find some notes, some bits and pieces of paper and stuff with things written on them. Again, in a language that you don't understand.
Shove them in my bag.
Shove them in the bag. I thought you were about to say shove it up your ass, and I was like, okay. Yeah, shove them in the bag. That's a catchphrase, I guess. Oh, you're drawing out the map, Mowgli.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay, that's well done. You find some other bits and things, little bits and pieces of metal that don't really make sense. They're kind of like just bag. You're shoving everything in the bag. Okay.
Yes.
I will say the bottom drawer is locked.
Break that shit open.
You know,
I got lockpicks. I can open it.
Oh. You just see me over here. It's fucking locked. I could break it.
That might be the whiniest I have ever heard you say. Anyway, you're gonna try to pick the lock. The way you said that was just like the most 5-year-old voice I ever heard you make. All right.
There's nothing that irks.
In that first episode.
Look, there's nothing that irks a barbarian more than a locked thing.
Check for trap first.
Huh? As I'm lockpicking.
You're already lockpicking. Give me a sleight of hand check.
10.
10 is not enough to pierce this lock. One of your lock picks break.
Break it.
You're gonna try to break in. Okay, give me a strength check. Keep in mind the DC will go higher because you already failed the lockpick check. So.
15.
15 still not enough.
Can we try it together? I mean, I know the DC will still go up, but
yeah, so here's the thing. No, not really. In order to keep kind of trying the same thing over and over again and stuff, I tend to set rules on. You've already tried twice with 2 different methods. We'll say like between the lock picking and breaking off a lock pick inside the lock, and then bending the drawer and the desk and stuff trying to get in. It would be almost impossible at this point. You've kind of warped things way too much to try again.
So I have a
set
question.
it on fire.
No. I do have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Is the desk made of metal?
I
mean, or wood?
It's metal. Yeah.
Never mind. Is that the only drawers?
In the desk, yes. Meanwhile, Raylith is checking out the mirror. You kind of float using your little fairy wings and move over to the mirror. Can you give me a perception check, please?
I want to go with Rayliff, so I will help her out.
Do I get advantage from his help?
Sure, yeah.
You said investigate. You said
Perception, yes.
it is with the minus to my roll. It'll be a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. 20 is enough. You see in the mirror, you're kind of looking at the tapestries and stuff on the walls. You see yourself moving across. You see everybody else moving. And as you turn around, kind of shrugging, because it's a mirror. That's what mirrors do, right? You turn around looking at Zin kind of standing beside you, and you realize the mirror and the quarters that you're currently standing in do not match. You appear in the mirror, and so does everyone else, but the tapestries that are on the walls seem to be in a different order, as well as other things that are kind of missing from the room itself that seem to appear in the mirror. There's like I guess you would consider it a cooking set, a series of pots and pans that are hanging on the wall that you can see in the mirror that you don't see in the room behind you. You also see, again, the tapestries are in different order. There's also a very large, what looks like crate, instead of the chest at the foot of the bed. And it seems like, again, these things appear in the mirrored image, in the mirror itself. You don't see those things in the room.
Okay. Raylith would like to.
What?
What was that?
You cut out there. Yeah.
All right. Raylith wants to try something real quick. Seeing the stuff in the mirror. How big is this room?
It's about maybe 15 by 15. None of these rooms are very
Cool,
large.
this covers it. I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire in the room and see if it outlines any of the stuff that like is showing up in the mirror that we're not seeing.
Interesting use of the spell. I like it. Read Fairy Fire because it outlines. What is it? Fey, Fiend. No, it outlines anything it hits, right? Or is it specific creature types?
Light.
Creature or object has advantage if the attacker can see it. What? Okay, hold on. Each object in a 20-foot cube is within range is outlined in blue, green, or violet, your choice. Any creature in the area when the spell is cast is also outlined in light if it fails a dex save. For the duration, objects and affected creatures shed dim light in a 10-foot radius. Any attack roll against an affected creature or object has advantage if the attacker can see it, and if the affected creature or object can't benefit from being invisible.
Okay. So the objects in the room light up, and you see that kind of light reflected in the mirror. However, the items like the chest, the tapestries would still glow, but they would still be in a different order. The pots and pans, the cooking set, and stuff would be not highlighted. They're still appearing in the mirror, but they don't have the kind of typical fairy fire glow around them.
Okay.
What the fuck is this?
Help me move these tapestries into this order.
Mage
She's
hand.
gonna, like-
one tapestry down with mage hand.
She's gonna try to recreate the order.
Okay.
If they're able.
Spending enough time, it is easy enough to move the tapestries into the correct order. Still missing a couple things though. Still not presenting the same image as in the mirror.
Yeah, she's just gonna try to start like replicating as much as she can from that.
Okay.
Raylith, what are you doing?
Just move things, please.
Okay. What am I moving?
Yeah, she's just gonna list like all the differences and like if there's something in the room that doesn't quite match, she's gonna be like, move this here, move this here.
I know what it won't do anything, but I like the idea that while you're doing this, Aggie's just trying to get into that locked drawer, and he has like a crowbar, just like trying to rip it open. Just keeps failing over.
Imagine him hanging from the desk, just like
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah, this
He's
is
just
like a
draped
full.
over it at one point.
This is like a full-on safe in this desk at this point, man. This thing is uncrackable.
Just
You're just hanging by the
just
crowbar off the
trying.
shelf with your short little self.
Yep.
Get the stupid drawer open.
After a few minutes, probably about 5 or 10, you have what seems like most of the room. You're still missing a couple items, maybe. But you have what seems like most of the room kind of replicated. But there's things that you can't find. There's no cooking set in the room that you can find. The crate that is in the place of where the chest should be is also missing. Tapestries are now in the correct order, but nothing seems to change with the mirror.
Can she, like, touch the mirror?
Yeah, sure. Feels like cold glass.
She can look behind the mirror.
There's a corner of the room. Well, not really a corner.
Like the
Everything's
back of the mirror.
circular. So the back of the mirror itself seems to be made of some kind of gilded metal, maybe silver, maybe platinum. I mean, it looks expensive, very decorative at the very least. You don't necessarily know your metals well enough to decide what it is, though.
Well, Raylith looks a little insane. You want to check out another area, Aggie?
There's stuff
Aggie
in here. That's not in here.
Going to town.
Did you delete your map? No, you moved your map.
What did you say, Rayleigh?
Huh?
You said there's stuff in here that's not here.
Yeah, so the mirror that should be reflecting this room was reflecting different images. Like the tapestries, the reason I had you move the tapestries were they showed up in a different order in this. And I
Well,
was
let's
wondering if
find the
there's like
things
some
that are
kind of
missing.
enchantment on this room. That's why I casted Fairy Fire and stuff too, because I was wondering if they're just invisible because there's like a chest that's not here. There's a cook set that's not here. But stuff just didn't quite match, and I was wondering if like we could break it somehow, like the enchantment. Does anyone just have Dispel Magic?
Only way I could dispel magic is with my hands.
I can dispel a whoop ass on somebody, but I can't dispel magic.
Aggie, you don't have any neat tricks for getting rid of magical effects, do you?
Open the damn. Open up. Give me your contents.
All right,
FBI,
be good to me for once. Yeah, Rayla's gonna like dig into the bag and be like, all right, something of Dispel Magic, yeah?
You have
Anything?
a sailing torch. Give me that.
Therapy. I think without specifics, you wouldn't find anything.
It's not like scroll with Dispel Magic. Okay. She's just gonna be like floating in the area where the stuff is and like try touching things that are in the spot, like while staring at herself in the mirror, like
Raylith, darling, why don't we check out the other ones and see if you can't find the things that are missing?
is it just a cook set, like cooking pans, or is it like a full like oven and stuff?
No, it's like a cooking set, like a series of pans and stuff that are hung on the wall in a somewhat decorative fashion.
Okay, so it's not like a big ass like mini kitchenette thing. Okay.
No.
No, she'll look for those items when we're in other rooms.
Okay.
Did we open up the chest?
We have not.
While they're looking for other things, I'm just going to open up the chest looking for something to break into this damn drawer.
Wasn't the chest also invisible? I thought the chest was one of the
No,
invisible
the
items.
crate.
There's a crate in place of the chest, at the foot of the bed. You open the chest. Inside, you find a series of identical white robes, probably about 3 or 4 sets. They're made of a rather fine cloth, something like cotton, but a little thicker, a little more luxurious, as it were. They have like a kind of satin inline on them that makes them, you would think, at least very, very comfortable to wear. They're much, much too large for you.
Can I put them on?
I will take one.
You take one of the robes? Okay.
I have one last.
I mean, they're
weird
pretty
idea.
plain white robes. Like I said, they're very well made, but they're.
Mimi, can you do me a favor? It's a weird favor. This is
What's
my
up?
last thought for possibly doing this
what do you
without
need?
having to get this. I'm gonna stand exactly where the mirror was, but I'm gonna need you to pick up the mirror and take it out of the room.
Okay.
And then if nothing changes, bring it back.
Okay.
Cool.
I guess I'm gonna walk around with a
right now, I
fucking
can't take
mirror.
it.
You walk over, you grab the edges of the mirror, and you try to pick it up. You give me a strength check.
Oh shit. Okay.
You got this. Cheerleader Raylith from Tiny perspective would totally try to help, but not giant.
7, 18, 19, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Very nice. Very nice. Can you give me a dexterity saving throw?
Oh, fuck me.
How did your character die? I tried to pick up the mirror.
Death by mirror.
It's an 12.
It's a 12. Yep.
I picked it up, but at what cost? Correction. I tried to pick it up, but at what cost?
At the cost of a small port opening up in the ceiling just above the mirror itself. Several
You go into
darts.
space.
Several darts kind of shoot out of this port, spraying the wall and the mirror, and you take 22 poison damage as several of these darts strike and pierce your skin.
Do I take damage too? I was also standing where the mirror is supposed to be while she's lifting.
You know what?
I just want to be fair here. Like,
give me a dexterity
I
saving throw.
did stay there.
DC is 17, by the way.
I look at it as
Oh,
I
Hmm?
was trying to pick it up.
I'm good.
17. Okay, that
You
means
said
you only
22?
take. That means you only take half damage. You take 11.
You rolled a 21 with -2.
Are you talking about
Exhaustion. Yeah, Raylith.
Oh shit, no, it'll be a 18 with exhaustion.
Still just
I'm
enough
still
to pass,
pass.
but so you take 11 poison
I
damage.
remember everything.
Some of
Hold on.
these
One time I
you
forgot
take
it.
less darts perhaps than Mimi does, but the mirror does not budge.
Okay, so after this happens, I'm gonna yelp, and let me just. Raylith, I'm never doing a single fucking thing for you ever again. What the fuck?
Okay, but doesn't that just prove that the mirror is something if it's booby trapped?
Or it proves that hurt a lot.
I got hurt too.
Fuck you.
I'm just a smaller target. I got hit less. I'm sorry. That's what you get for being a big, tall person.
I'm walking away now as I'm picking out darts.
Oh, what happened to you? You look like you got hit by a porcupine.
Fuck off.
That could have been you if you would have got that drawer open.
Well, it's not. Don't rub it in my face. I can't open the damn drawer. All right.
Yeah. I
It's
don't know why you
rude
tried
and
it.
uncalled for.
Should have let
Okay.
me do it.
I've never been
You
more
shouldn't have been.
emasculated in my life
Shut
as
up.
I'm walking out of the door.
But maybe you could make an illusion if you open it up that lock. You're good at that.
I'm gonna look in my bag for a bomb.
Look in your bag for a bomb. Okay.
Yep, it is a D&D item. Thank you very much. It's called bomb.
Bomb.
And I figured it'd be called something
Bomb.
else. I don't know that she would give given you a bomb. Most of this is basic, adventuring materials, minus some very specific items that you guys don't know about. So I don't think there would be a bomb in there. I don't consider a bomb to be basic adventuring materials.
I do.
Wait.
Hammer time? What?
Can I rummage through our bag and see if we have any cooking sets?
Cooking sets? I mean, yeah, you would
I don't
have
know.
you would have a cooking set, a couple of pots, a couple of pans, some fire starting materials, that kind of stuff. They do not match the ones on the walls.
Never mind.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
gonna
yours
will
would be
leave
like
this
kind of
room.
classic cast iron, meant for survivabilities and stuff. This is the ones on the walls are more stainless steel, just as much
Man, fuck that.
decorative.
Cast iron's the best.
Fuck off. Stainless steel is dope. You've tasted my
I'm gonna
food. Who are you gonna
go-
trust?
Okay.
I'm gonna leave the room and go search for something powered enough to open up this drawer.
Search for
I-
something
I guess
powerful
we're
enough
going.
to open the drawer. Okay. You head back to the intersection.
Hey, I'm
once
moving
again.
I'm moving the plot forward by
I
doing
was
something
trying
stupid.
to leave. Okay.
You all once again
You
move
got
towards
hit.
the intersection. Here, again, you can hear the sounds of battle from outside, explosions and pew-pews and things going on. In fact, you would probably feel at one point the ship vibrates as something either passes very close by or maybe even strikes the ship itself as you kind of continue moving through these hallways.
So when men and man left, did they teleport or did they walk in a certain direction?
They simply disappeared.
Okay, all right. Then I would like to check out the south.
Check out the south. Okay. You start heading down the south hallway, as it were. And you find what appears to be a cargo storage area. There are several crates kind of stacked up on the walls. Probably about 10 by 10. It's not a very large room at all.
I will still try to search search the crates.
Okay. You go looking through the crates. You find a series of what appears to be maybe weapons, a couple of like swords, a couple of shields. They seem to be fairly well made. They don't seem to have any kind of like magical effects. You find a set of like kind of breastplate armor, along with like a set of greaves and a set of what would they be called? Vambraces, like kind of arms and stuff like that. In one crate, you would find what appears to be dried rations of some kind. They're very strange looking. They're in these kind of silvery reflective packs with some writing and stuff across the front of it. Although there are a couple of pictograms, little images that you can see where like one would say like add water or something like that. You would find one crate that appears to have, we'll say, bottles of water, although the bottles themselves are like silvery and kind of capped with a like a twist cap. They're not like canteens, or if they are canteens, they're made out of like a chromy silvery metal rather than just like a standard leather kind of thing like you would be used to. Various things of that nature throughout the crates in the cargo section.
You giving me MREs and bottles of water? I want to make an MRE.
I'm glad you picked up what I was putting down there. Okay, so you're gonna try to make an MRE. You're just gonna pick one. You're just gonna pick one at random, or?
Yeah, I can't read primordial.
Okay. So you pick an MRE at random. You open it up. You pour the water in. It begins to kind of sizzle and heat, in a way that you totally weren't expecting. Can I get a dexterity? I think it'd probably be saving throw.
Join us in pain, please.
13.
13's enough. You drop it before it gets too hot. It kind of hits the ground, begins to kind of sizzle and stuff, and you see some kind of, we'll say, looks like some kind of pasta dish with some kind of sauce comes spilling out of it as it kind of hits the ground.
After it starts sizzling, I want to try and pick it up and sniff it.
Yeah, it smells pretty
And
good.
then eat it and burn my mouth.
You take a bite of very not great lasagna.
I lost 1 temp HP.
So, has anyone tried to pick up a crate yet?
Why would you pick up a crate?
Why would you?
Why would you
That
pick up a
wasn't
crate?
in character. But
What?
I will just pick up a crate to bring back to the room.
Okay. I will need a strength check.
Yeah, I figured that much.
Crates are pretty large.
12.
You take that end, I'll take this end.
12.
Oh, you're helping me?
Not quite enough to
That was
move one of these things.
But too late.
You can
I
try
didn't know
again
you
if
were
you
in
would
here.
like with advantage.
With me trying
Someone
to help
go
her.
help me.
Mhm.
I'm a little hurt, so I'd
This is
appreciate
a bad
it.
idea. I'd like to state that.
They're
If I die
careful.
because of booby trapped crate, not to that big dude, I'm gonna be very.
How do you think I feel? It halved my health. Oh my
I've
God, please
I've
roll.
been sitting pretty right about there anyway.
Aha!
Strength
21.
check
Hurt.
with advantage. Okay, 21. 21 is enough. You do manage to pick up one of these crates. I assume you're gonna. What are you gonna do with it?
Take it back to the room.
You take it back to the room. Okay.
Wasn't it a chest that was missing, not a crate in the picture?
It's a chest in
Chest
the
on
real
this side,
room.
crate on that side.
Crate on the mirror image.
Okay.
You take the crate back to the room, swap it out. What next?
I guess go into the only way we haven't explored yet.
Looking for the kitchen.
Yeah, you head into it,
Mess
and
hall.
it's a kitchen. There's a very small dining area with a table that's kind of bolted onto one wall. A small kitchenette, maybe 5 or 10 feet around, like a couple of cabinets, and hanging on the wall, or rather from the ceiling in various places, a series of what looks like stainless steel cookware.
Just grabbing shit.
Moving stuff and kind of moving it around. Okay.
Yeah.
I would like to pick up one pan and fly with it because probably
'Cause-
about as big as me.
That's tiny. Yep.
I'm strong. I just small.
I'm gonna look through drawers and open up cabinets and just look for stuff.
I think most of what you would find here
Food.
is not necessarily food, but dining ware. Knives and forks, plates and bowls. Only a couple sets of each, not very many. We're not talking like a full family cabinet. You know what I mean here? Like this is the basics, right? Only enough for maybe 3 to 4 people. Not like a collection. It's like this is what we need, and that's it, kind of thing.
Okay, I'll use a fork and I'll eat the other MRE that I opened up and just go into town.
Okay.
Aggie being Aggie.
I mean,
Aggie eaten.
that's what he'd do. I assuming you're taking the cooking pans and stuff back to the quarters. Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm assuming you're gonna hang them up and try to match the image. You guys figured that out
yeah, I'll try.
a lot sooner than I expected you to. I expected it to be a
It
little
was
bit.
something totally different than what I thought it was going to be, which is, you
I'll
remember the
be honest.
tapestry that we like were able to go through, and like the whole thing's portals here. So I was like, is the mirror a portal? So I wanted to touch it, and like the thing being different, I was like,
That's why
Um,
as soon as she said mirror, I'm like, yep.
Realistically, as soon as she said, "Hey guys," I said, "Okay, whatever you say." And it
you
cost hell.
you head back to the room now with a crate in place of the chest, and now with the pots and pans, hanging them up on the wall in such a way that it kind of recreates the image in the mirror. And as soon as you hang the last pot on the wall, you hear a vroom, and the image in the mirror goes completely still. and then turns an opaque white.
Is it a thing now? And then she's going to try to poke it again.
Your hand moves through the mirror.
Cool. I'm gonna walk through the mirror.
Yep, she's going to fly through it. She's just...
Okay. You fly through the mirror, and Mimi follows you, and immediately bumps into you, because the room, and I say room very loosely here, on the other side is very, very small. You see what appears to be a very old, very dusty, dank, dark cave. We're talking like ancient cave with a stone altar at maybe 3 or 4 feet away from where you came in. Behind you, you can see a portal, a rift, actually, kind of spinning around, glowing an almost golden color. The altar in front of you has an image. It's a very simple image of a circle with a 7-point star on the inside of it. And a small metal bowl also looks very, very old. It appears to be made out of some type of copper or bronze, something like that, placed in front of the altar, and a small dagger.
Oh.
Hey, Zin, you know, it'd be really funny if we closed that portal. We shouldn't do
Raylan?
that.
No, we should not.
Should I do something really stupid?
Are you thinking about bleeding into the bowl too?
Do I do it?
How you feeling? I'll do
Let me
it.
take a health potion.
Raylan will just go cut and bleed into the bowl.
How come they haven't come back out yet or said anything?
Because it was just foolish. You opened a portal and didn't say anything, walk through. I'm not going in there. That's dumb. Going through a portal and not knowing what's on the other side.
I will still take a health potion though, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I will give myself a nice handy dandy second wind as well. Wait, hold on.
So is it worth 10?
It's 10. It's full healing if you're using an action. If you're not in combat and stuff, you can make sure to get every last drop out of it. So.
Your leg, and then you can stick your head in.
I think
And
And
I'm
I'll
gonna
pull out.
subtract that.
Why don't you stick your
10.
head in?
It's
I'm
10
gonna
extra health
cast
before
message. I'm gonna cast message towards Raylith just to see if it works and be like, "Hey,
It doesn't.
are you
Once,
guys alive?"
yeah, it doesn't, because once you go through the portal, you would lose sight of them. You can't see through the portal. It's just an opaque white. So there's no sight line to kind of point at them and stuff. Also, the distance is a lot more than
You just point in
120
the direction.
feet, because.
Oh, fair.
And it's blocked. Anything's blocked by like a foot of metal, of stone, metal, or wood, or a thin sheet of lead. So he's just like pointing at the mirror, trying to say something. It's like, yeah, they're dead, Zin. I don't know what to tell you.
I love how you always mime a microphone when you do it too. You're like,
Well,
always like, I'm
speak
gonna
into a cop-
message.
You speak into a copper wire and you point.
Okay, so
Not dead, but
I can
just
I
go ahead.
can be the one to bleed into it.
I am pretty okay at the moment too. So I've already
Okay.
injured you with darts. I think I'll take this one.
Yeah, I'll accept it. Go ahead.
The Raylith will do a nice little slicey slice and then bled into bowl.
You bleed into the bowl.
It's a dagger, so D4 damage.
D4. Yep.
Where the fuck is my pointy pyramid? There it is. Oh, I'm taking 4. Okay.
You also take
Take what?
8 poison.
What else do I take? Ooh. It's a spicy knife. I think it's dirty.
Oh,
That should hurt.
ew. Try taking
As
all the darts.
the first few drops of blood spill into the bowl, you begin to feel a pressure settle around your shoulders. As more and more blood drips from your hand into the bowl, that pressure grows and grows and grows. You begin to hear a chanting inside your head. Mimi, you do not feel this pressure. You do not hear this chanting. But you hear the word fealty, 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 fealty getting louder and louder and louder as more and more blood pours into this bowl. The pressure on your shoulder grows and grows and grows until you are forced to the ground first because you're floating, and then to one knee as you feel a presence take notice of you.
When I see that, can I like shake her to be like, what the fuck is happening?
You go to do that and she doesn't move.
Why do I always do the stupid shit?
You
Why do
volunteered
you
this
do
time.
stupid shit?
I did. I did not fail a saving throw this time.
I'm gonna poke my head through the rift. I'm gonna say, hey guys, so we kind of went in here, and there's not very much room, I'll be honest with you. And now something weird's happening with Raylan because we bled into a bowl. Well, she bled into a bowl.
Because we bled into a bowl. Can she try to fight it? Like the
Yeah,
knee?
You guys are
can
idiots.
Try to
It
fight
is-
against it?
It
Do
is
that, like,
impossible to fight against. The
You
pressure
tell me I have
continues
bad
to grow.
impulse control, but
The chanting gets louder and louder and louder. What are you doing?
Can
This is
I go back in
for
there?
Raylith.
Oh,
I mean, if I can't do like literally, so I'm kneeling. You said I'm hearing the chanting, but I'm not seeing anything different. The thing is still the same. I just can't move.
Mm-hmm.
I'm forced to the ground and kneeling,
Mm-hmm.
and I can't try to stand up or try to fight the
It is
thought of
impossible.
guilty at all. Thing she can do aside from try to mentally fight it and try to stand. Just she's gonna be trying to fight it with everything she can. But if
As
she
the-
can't, then she can't.
As the chanting grows louder and the pressure continues to mount, take 4 bludgeoning damage. As the pressure forces you further and further to the ground, now on 2 knees, your back bent at an odd angle.
Oh.
The chanting grows louder. Fealty. Fealty. Fealty.
Can I speak?
Can.
Also, this. No, that would only work, what, 10 minutes? The scroll?
It's not possession.
Okay. It's possession charmed. Yeah, if she can speak. Mimi, can you knock me out, please?
okay. I will try just that.
I can't keep hearing this.
You're going to try to knock her out? How much
I'm
health
gonna
do you
try
have?
and knock her out.
I have 18.
see if you can knock the knife out of her hand, or give her the
not-
star, or knock the bowl over in a fit of rage.
Shut up. Let me think for myself.
Have y'all
be
joined
here
us
for a
in the
while.
room? Did y'all go through it?
Nope.
I don't know if they did. No, he called us stupid. They left.
Well, no, I asked, was it possible for you to come back to tell us this?
I mean,
Like
I
you
stuck
said-
my head through. He didn't say I
Sure.
couldn't.
Well, that's why I just needed the confirmation because he did.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, I will first start with the unarmed strike to try and knock her out because she asked that.
Okay.
I'm kneeling, so like, wouldn't that be an automatic hit because I'm technically prone?
Well, it's
That's
not
what
an
I was
automatic
thinking.
hit, but
But as
it's-
long as I don't roll a 1, which I didn't.
I mean, if you're not trying to dodge or anything, you can
11.
technically just accept the hit if you want to, I guess. In this situation,
Then you
at
have to go
least.
beat another incapacitated person to death.
And it's D4 damage.
While she's doing that, I'm
Where's my pointy?
make a grapple.
That's 1 damage.
1 whole Damaggio. The pressure
Yeah.
continues to mount. The chanting gets louder, and you also take an additional 6 as you are forced ever closer to the ground. Now, your knees and your hands on the ground, kind of the pressure just building as you feel your bones begin to kind of.
I mean,
So
as I see this, can I? Okay, so the blood in the bowl, is it just collected?
Mm-hmm.
Can I like take my shirt or something and try and wipe the blood out? I'm just a barbarian, man. I'm trying things.
I'm a grapple Aggie, and we're gonna go into the mirror.
I think as you
son of a bitch, no.
as you would try to reach for the bowl, you would feel your hand repulsed by an invisible force.
So when we come through the portal, we see Raylith being on her knees with her back bent all the way
hands
backwards.
At an odd angle.
Yeah, hands and knees now. Just kind of like if the pressure builds again, she's going to be flat on her face on the ground.
Is she holding the knife?
No, she's let go of it at this point.
And you said there was an image of a 7-point star?
On the altar, kind of carved into the stone itself, yes.
And trying to put your hand into the bowl is repulsed.
Like you probably see me go, ugh.
Yeah, that probably happens right
cast...
as you see her trying to reach for the bowl, but there's something that's like keeping her from actually reaching the bowl. Some kind of invisible force is like a force field or something along those lines.
Can I cast Mage Hand and does that also get repulsed?
It
just
would.
hits the barrier?
It would, yes. I think we're going to kind of play this out for now in initiative order. So you guys will get one action to kind of think of something to do before. So we have Mimi trying to reach for the bowl. We have Aggie trying to mage hand towards the bowl. What is Zen doing?
Trying to figure out how did we get here. So I'm gonna use a free action to talk to Mimi and get an idea of what happened here and why she bleeding all over and on her knees, hands and knees.
Okay, so we showed up in here. We saw the bowl. We we agreed to do the stupid thing. She did the slash the palm and bled in the bowl, and now she's slowly being essentially crushed into the ground. And I could not tell you more than that because
guys,
I
can we please just do something for her?
Yeah, I can't move her or anything.
Why are y'all doing stupid things? Why are you cutting yourself? And then you just was a puppet. Can you stop doing stupid things? I get this with Aggie.
After this, yes, please stop.
I get
any
it.
Ideas?
Yes. Soccer kicker. I go for attack.
She can't dodge, so just roll damage.
She's beating up another incapacitated person.
Non-lethal damage.
The same one. Different body.
That is 7.
7.
Mm-hmm.
You take 7 more damage, and the pressure continues to build. The chanting gets louder and louder and louder. Fealty. 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 And the pressure mounts.
Be able
I
to
really
hear.
hope this is not above a 4. It is. It's a 5.
Okay.
She hits her arms and legs give out, and you see her crushed now fully into the ground, face first, head barely turned to the side to avoid crushing her face. And the pressure continues to mount.
Have you tried the potion?
Well, it's Mimi's. We're still at initiative, right?
It's kind of a loose initiative here. It's one of those things where you can try, but everyone gets kind of one action before the next thing goes. So you guys can try anything in any order or to kind of do anything you want to here. But
all right, I'm going to pick up the knife. I'm going to cut Mimi's arm, take the blood, and paint the 7-pointed star on Rayla's like forehead, if I can reach that, or the back of her hand or something. I'm not cutting myself. Mm-mm.
What the?
Same for you.
Okay.
You're the barbarian with tough. You have HP.
We solved the mirror puzzle so fast. We didn't even look for anything that would indicate what this is. We were just like, oh, cool. I think I know what to do here.
We went round.
I'm dead now.
This is the thing is, like, you don't just go around randomly sacrificing things to random altars. That's kind of a thing you just don't do.
Lesson learned.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You take a little bit of blood. You paint the 7-point star as best you can. Nothing happens.
He could touch the knife that was by the bowl, right?
Mm-hmm. Now it's kind of on the ground in front of the altar, really. Not really necessarily on the altar by the bowl or anything. She kind of dropped it, but yeah, I mean, it's easy enough to grab that and then...
Can I try dipping the knife in the bowl? Won't do anything.
No, you can't reach the bowl.
I am able to... Am I...
Help?
I said you'd try to do a perception check?
Yeah, to see if there's anything in the room that can help.
I'll give you this for free. The room is, I mean, it's a cave, and it's only about 5 or 6 feet wide. Like, it is, you are all cramped in a very small space and stuff at this point. It's, I mean, there's nothing. It's cave walls and an altar.
So the only way out of this cave is through that rift that we just
back through the portal. Yes.
Okay.
This could potentially go very wrong, but I'm gonna try and use my axe to destroy the altar itself.
You would swing the axe. You would feel it impact.
Same thing.
No, you would feel it impact. Like, there's no invisible force that's holding it back, but the altar is left without a scratch. On the other hand, your axe would probably get a chip or two in it.
My baby. Rayleigh.
You've all had an
I'm
action.
Gonna cast Healing Word as a bonus action on Rayleigh.
Okay.
She has to look on the wall.
Roll your health.
7.
Rayleigh, you get 7 health. You feel yourself come back to life. The chanting is still going. You wake to the words fealty, fealty, fealty. And this incredible pressure still pressing down on you. Now you're not on your hands and knees. You're face down. Your arms are unable to move. Your legs are unable to move. You're not quite convulsing, but
she's just gonna yell, okay, okay, make it stop.
I'm going to respond. Make what stop? What is going on?
okay. Trying to think, because the way that you get out of this
Was accepting it.
Yes, you feel there's an almost, the pressure almost feels like it lightens just for a split second. And in the moments, in this moment, with all the pain and everything else kind of going through your body, this split second almost kind of feels like an eternity, and you would have a sense of not good enough, not quite correct. And then the chanting would continue, fealty, fealty, and the pressure mounts, and you'll take 5 more damage. You all would hear her scream, okay, I accept, but it's not, nothing quite changes. What do you do?
What are you accepting?
Guys, I think you should leave.
Accept the elders into your heart.
Oh, God. Can I rummage around the bag looking for something different, something unusual, something men could have packed that's not the usual survivor stuff?
Unfortunately, the way these bags work is you need to be thinking of a specific item when you reach your hand into them. So,
what would I think of specifically? I mean, the only thing I can think of seems so far-fetched, and that's maybe a dagger to sever some kind of divine connection.
yeah.
Feels crazy, but
Again, you need to be thinking of a specific item. Like, you'd have to have the name, its description, and stuff like that. Unfortunately, you go rummaging your hand around, and you can't really find anything. Zin, Aggie, do you guys have any ideas, actions you'd like to take?
I think I'm gonna end up kicking Raylith again because I'm asking what's wrong, and I'm not getting a response.
She does not look very good. I would not recommend that action. At this point, like, you see, like, blood is coming out of her mouth. Her ears are leaking blood. Like, it is. She's in very, very bad shape.
They said on the altar, the 7-pointed star, the bowl, and the dagger. The dagger is no longer on the ground. The bowl has blood in it.
You're
that we
currently
can't
holding
touch.
the dagger. Yeah.
And the 7-pointed star is on the front of it?
Yes.
If I take some of that blood, Rayless blood, and smear it over the star.
Unfortunately, not possible. You can't reach your hand into the bowl.
Oh, the star is in the bowl.
No,
I think he means taking
the bowl is on
Rayless blood.
Are you talking about taking, like, the Rayless blood on the ground, like, from her?
Yeah, coming out of her. Yeah. She just was kicked in the head. I hope she's bleeding a little bit.
I mean, yeah, like I said, she's got blood coming out of her mouth, her ears, like, you know, she's essentially being crushed. So there's kind of blood everywhere. Okay? Yeah, that's the thing you can try. It doesn't seem to do anything, unfortunately.
Stab the knife into the star.
Once again, this time the knife itself wouldn't actually chip, but there's nothing left on the altar itself. Back to Raylith.
Guys, leave. And then she's gonna say, I swear.
Give me an insight check.
That's not good. I know I failed already, but how's a 9?
That's the problem with asking for checks when I want to give you information.
Silvery barbs, roll again.
Where
Doesn't work
like,
that way.
yeah, where like if I ask for a check and then you don't roll good enough, but I can technically just like set the DC at 5 or something at this point and be like, yeah, you passed. But on the other hand, it feels kind of cheap. But I just kind of want to give you information. I just need a way to do that.
Can I
it's a weird
give her
spot for a
bardic
DM.
inspiration? And she
You
can do another D6 to that.
She's swearing to one of the old gods, is she not? She's swearing fealty to one of the old gods.
I mean, yes.
I mean,
But the way it's the way you do that. They're giving you the answer.
She's
Fealty.
supposed to swear fealty. Yes.
You have to say the word fealty.
she's just trying not to do that.
Get around that, yeah.
If you don't, this will not cease.
Make your pact, become a warlock.
You can accept it
Fealty.
or... Okay. You say the word fealty. Pressure immediately lightens. The chanting stops. You are hurt. You've never felt so much pain in your life. It feels like your bones have been disintegrated inside your body. Your muscles are so tense and so sore that moving even a fraction of an inch causes you immense pain. And then something, I don't want to say the word invades, but something flows into you. A presence. It is a great presence, one that stretches all the way to infinity. For a few moments while you are not necessarily possessed, but while you are filled with this presence, you can see the past, the future, every future, and every past. You can see to the end of the universe and beyond. And then it all pulls back to a single point that you can feel hovering just above your consciousness in an empty void. And a voice speaks to you. It has no tone. It has no distinction to it. It's more of a feeling, but rather a distinct feeling with distinct words. And it says, "What do you ask of Ao?"
I don't feel like she even know how to answer that.
Mowgli. I see it. I see it.
And AO is just AO?
It is.
Yep.
Yes.
Meanwhile, I have it spelled as Ayo.
I'll put a Y in there.
Ayo.
Fuck.
I saw Mowgli get excited and scared at the same time.
I feel like in this moment, like she's still in pain and stuff. You said the pressure lifted, but like all the pain and stuff is still there.
Yes.
She'd probably say, "Make the pain stop."
You find yourself immediately healed to full health and shunted back into the physical realm.
It's a waste of a moment, but you know, there we go.
As you
I
all
feel like in that moment, that's probably all she's thinking. So
as you all watch for the moment, you see that you can physically see the pressure on Raelith's body lighten. Her clothes immediately kind of pop back up. Her skin, even her bones, kind of inflate almost back to normal shape. As you watch in the split moment between one instant and the next, the wounds and stuff on her body disappear. And you see her come back to consciousness. You see her eyes open. You see her body fully healed. And the bowl on the altar cracks, splitting perfectly down the center. The blood itself pours onto the altar and then gets absorbed into the altar itself. The knife disappears from Aggie's hand and reappears on the altar, stabbed directly through the center of the 7-point star.
I am yanking Raylith up and getting the fuck out of Dodge.
Yeah. You grab Raylith, who doesn't weigh much because, you know, she's like 2 foot tall and a fairy. Hollow bones, right? And grab her, yank her through the portal. As you do, on the other side, you see a scene that, for a second, sets you into a panic. Min lies on the floor in the center of the quarters. She is staring at the ceiling, holding her stomach, and you can see a massive wound piercing her skin. Blood is kind of coming out as she holds pressure on it. And you see her mumbling the words of various healing spells, kind of trying to heal herself back up. But it's only doing so much. And as we end the episode for today, she just kind of looks over at you, turning her head very slowly. You can see blood coming out of her mouth and her ears, very much similar to the way Raylith looked just a few moments ago, as she says, "Help." And we end our episode.
Oh my god.
Thank you all very, very much for watching. If you tuned in, we appreciate you very much. If you didn't, you don't have any idea that I'm saying this, but thank you anyway. We will probably have a lot to talk about for the bonus action, so if you want to see that conversation, stick around. We'll be back in just a few moments for that. Until then, take this moment to get up, get a drink, do some stretches, consider everything that happened in the episode, and if you have any questions, go ahead and get them into chat so we can talk about it, and we can have something going on. Until then, this has been Once Upon a Tabletop podcast. We love you very, very much, and we'll see you again very shortly. Ta-ta for now. Everybody is joining us this time, although Steven has turned off his camera. That is perfectly fine. Let's do some talking. Big episode. I wanted to end the arc with a lot of big, crazy reveals and stuff here, and I'm really happy with the way that went. It's not really reveals, though, if you guys don't understand the context, so let's talk about the context a little bit at some point during this. But first and foremost, the question I have to ask everybody is a question I ask every time. Because I need validation. How did you guys enjoy that episode?
There was so much in that one.
I'm so glad I nerfed your big boss.
I mean, you really did, yeah.
Is there a reason why you have to constantly make me feel like my brain is being broken up into 37 components in the span of 7 seconds?
Yes. Mostly sadism.
Okay. Oh yeah, that tracks.
I mean, mostly sadism and a little bit of that's just the kind of stories I like. I like layers. I like building things on top of each other and stuff you have to kind of think about. I like building mental maps of story points and kind of connecting them together and stuff. It's what I enjoy about stuff like D&D. So I present that to you. Just because your IQ is room temperature over here doesn't necessarily mean that it works for you, but you can enjoy the combat scenes.
It could have been worse. Comment.
I have mentioned that I'm stupid.
No, I love you, Sammy. You'll pick up the details. I promise. Over time.
Look, the wood is drifted past, and I'm swimming after it.
I am intentionally leaving a lot of like big void blanks and stuff like that on purpose. It'll all come together. I promise. Fuck. All right.
There was so many moments where I thought for a second, I'm like, are you about to end the episode early? I know we all mentioned like we were tired beforehand. And you had so many spots where it was like, that could be a good cliffhanger, but we're only like an hour and a half in. That could be a good cliffhanger, but we're only like 2 hours in. I'm just sitting here like, where's this fucker gonna call it? Like, what is happening? Because like we had the whole thing with men and the name reveal. I thought it was like that would have been a cool place to be like, okay, what the fuck, who the fuck, what the fuck, why the fuck. The like you wake up somewhere else. Like there was so much stuff that I was like, is he about to call it early? Is he about to call it?
Yeah, I wanted to end this arc because this arc is gonna kind of set up a new kind of overarch for the story. Hello, Constance. And I kind of wanted this to be big because it needs a lot of information to set off. Like we've now introduced our characters, right? We have our players on the stage. Jesus Christ.
Stop dying.
I'm trying not to. We have our players on the stage. We have you. We have Kaine. Or Min, as you guys would probably know her more well. We've now introduced the Ardent and the Council of Elders, and we've now introduced Ao. And now that we have, again, all of our actors on the stage here, we can start doing the actual play. That's kind of what these first couple arcs and stuff were, starting to set up what the overarching tale and stuff is going to be. So there had to be a lot of information and stuff in there. And a lot of things like that. And I wanted to drop a lot of stuff all at once because I like doing that. It's just like, oh shit. I love that fucking feeling. So that's what I wanted to do with this. So yeah, there's a ton of information just jam packed in this episode. It might be the most lore dense episode. Yeah, this is probably the most lore dense episode without explaining a lot of stuff, which I kind of like. I still left a lot of questions, stuff you'll have to answer later on and stuff, while also, giving information that you guys need to know at the same time. I'm actually pretty proud of that. I like that.
Was there anything inside that lock drawer that they ruined?
There was, yeah. There's a couple potions of strength.
Love that.
Okay, this is what kills me, right? You set us up with like the look for items while you're here. Like there could be something really cool. Did we miss something really cool aside from the wish?
Well, I mean, the wish is probably
or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, the wish was probably the big one, and I say wish very loosely here, because I wouldn't necessarily give you everything that you want, because that would ruin the story. I needed a way to introduce Ao and the fact that he can just kind of we'll talk about who AO is and stuff like that in a second. But
I would also like to know the fuck who that is.
but the other thing here is that as far as missing items and stuff, I mean, there were the 2 potions of strength in the drawer. But other than that, no, I just wanted a kind of fun, like, mirror puzzle, with the idea to introduce like a kind of an extra space in the ship that's not in the ship. You know what I mean? And I was like, I'll just do a mirror puzzle. It's pretty fun. So I, let you guys, you guys clocked down on that a lot faster. The reason there were so many moments where like cliffhangers could have happened and stuff in this is because you guys could have taken a lot longer to solve that mirror puzzle. You know what I mean? But you solved the mirror puzzle, so we had to extend the rest of the stuff a little bit, which worked out in this particular instance. So yeah, let's talk about Aya. So you guys know what a god is, right?
Us, yes.
Yeah.
Our characters know.
I mean, okay, but you as a person know what a god is, at least in the D&D context, right? And I kind of want Mowgli's impression to see if I am technically describing this right. What do gods worship? The answer is Ao.
Oh, he's the god of gods.
Yeah,
Kind of.
he is essentially the person who, like, when someone ascends to godhood, at least as far as D&D lore context is concerned, because I am kind of changing things a little bit here and there. But when a god ascends, when a person obtains the power and stuff needed for godhood, if Ao doesn't like them, they don't become a god. Or if they are a god and he doesn't like them, they are no longer a god. Like, he is the center. Yeah, he is the end all be all of, like, divine existence, at least as far as like D&D lore is concerned.
Think of like all the other gods. It's like gods with lower G's, and Ao is god with big G.
Yeah.
Ao is god with all caps.
Yeah. Like, he's the guy. Like, he is him.
He's the over god.
Yep.
He's daddy.
Yep. And
Daddy's
so
just
question
a
on.
vibe.
Oh my god, not that again! Don't bring that here.
are.
No. On regards to that, like, I didn't know who Ao was when I like came across him. 2, that I had to separate the player and character mindset so much during, because like as Courtney, I was like, okay, this is something big. Like, I could ask for like something big here. It's like, what would be on Rayla's mind though, and right now it was how much fucking pain she was just in, and then resuscitated, and then broken again. So the pain was the first thing on her mind. I really had to separate that, because I'm like, is this a moment where I could say like power to protect or something, and like get like some really cool boon from this? Like, where were you thinking this was gonna go? Because I don't think you were thinking that this not wish or whatever it is was just gonna be used on healing.
So
like, I was worried class change. I was worried fucking something.
Yeah, so in my mind, that actually could not have gone better. I essentially gave you guys a wish at level 4, and that is kind of what I did. Ao has the power to literally speak, and reality is as he speaks. That's what he does. That context has not changed in our game. Now, as for who Ao is and how he relates to the other gods and stuff like that, a lot of that kind of stuff has changed. But Ao is still the all-powerful. Like, he is him. And you guys could have wished for a lot of stuff that I would have had to kind of turn around and rewrite parts of the game and stuff like that. The idea, though, that all you wished for in that moment was to be healed means I get to introduce Ao. I get to introduce him as being this ultra-powerful being, and it doesn't change the story. And in my mind, that could not have gone better for me, like, as a DM. You know what I mean? Like, it's one of those things where you introduce like a powerful magic item into the game, and as a DM, you wonder, is this going to break my game? am I going to have to change things around? You see what I'm saying? Stuff like that. It's always a very anxious or what's the
Courtney is
term?
not
Like
our ally, seriously.
potentially chaotic moment to introduce. And when it works out like that, where
Seriously.
I have the character introduced, I have like this stuff done, and I can still don't have to rewrite half the fucking campaign now. That's great for me. Like, I'm here for that. You know what I mean? I love that. And I think that for me, again, could not have worked out better. I'm also really glad it wasn't Mowgli that picked up the knife. Because as soon as I said Ao, I know Mowgli as a person would not have been able to separate himself from Aggie, and he would have tried to break my game.
Yeah, I had a couple ideas rolling in the back of my head. My first thought was level 20.
I mean, yeah, you could definitely make Aggie level 20. Or we're gonna roll a new character for you on the next episode, but like Aggie could get level 20, sure. You're no longer playing Aggie. That's the problem. That's the fun thing about Wish.
I was also really worried with my like phrasing because I said I wanted the pain to stop.
I was worried you were gonna die.
I was like, they could literally just be like,
you very well could have died there. Like, I'm not gonna lie, it was there was a chance. And that's the thing.
Thought in your head for a split second.
Yeah,
I could kill them with that, but nah.
And so part of the thing is like, so, in most D&D context, it's one of those things where I don't want to take away player agency. I don't want to kill your character and not have any saves and not have any chances to avoid that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be just like, okay, your character's dead, cool, make a new one. Like, I don't want that to happen. That makes me feel bad. That makes the players feel bad. In this situation, I wanted there to be a way out of it, which is why the fealty thing existed. But at the same time, I couldn't necessarily do like a saving throw or something like that because I wanted to make sure and get across how powerful AO is. You know what I mean? There is no way to get out of it other than acceptance. You see what I'm saying? And I had to try to introduce that in a way that you could still live through it. And, you know, it wouldn't outright kill you. It wouldn't outright make you, like, hate the whole situation. But still make sure you understand AO is not to be trifled with. Does that make sense? As Courtney, as the person who was in that situation, do you think I did that fairly? Because I'm actually curious on that. I was thinking about how to do this for a while, about how to introduce something you can't fight against, and there is no way to fight against, but still give you a chance to sort of fight. You see what I'm saying?
You know, I think it was fair, and I also know that like if I had in Raylith mindset wanted to like try to figure something out in that moment, like if I'd asked like, hey, can I roll some kind of check? I know you also would have done that, like to get some kind of info from like what's going on. Plus, I already knew as me, like, okay, hey, fealty, like I have to pledge fealty. Like that's literally what's happening right here. But like with A, the amount of pain Raylith would be in, B, just like how normally strong-willed she is, like on like, hey, this is my one goal, this is what I want. And like how like adamant, for example, she has to like fight against men half the time. Like she's a fairly strong-willed character, but like I feel like in that moment, especially being brought back from like brink of death and then just suffering through it again to the point of almost collapsing again, I feel like literally like that's just what would have been on her mind at the time. Like all reason out the door, like fuck it all, this is what's happening. I don't think she'd be thinking of other ways out. I think she would just be thinking, I want the fucking pain to stop. So
yeah, fair.
Yeah, no, I feel like you did that fine.
Yeah, so I feel like AO is probably the big thing to talk about and stuff in this episode, but there are other things to talk about. How did you guys like the fight against Bryn? Like, I know we kind of ended early last week and stuff, and I was right to do that, I think, because it did take almost an hour, a little over an hour, to do that boss fight and stuff. But it's a level 4 boss fight. It's not incredibly elaborate and stuff, but you guys handled that pretty well. Did you enjoy that as players and as characters?
The moment that Mowgli was like getting out the oil flasks and I knew I had the fire rune, I just started bouncing. I was like, wombo combo. Wombo combo. Let's go. Like it only would have been better if if he failed the check and he got like a 15 and it was a 13 for the check.
Yeah. I mean, to be fair, Zen had you because you were trying to do the fire shackles, right? Isn't that also like grappled restrained? Which is the exact same thing Zen did anyway.
Well, it would be a restrain, but like if he'd failed it, he'd also be taking an extra 2d6 fire damage every turn from the shackle.
Ah, yeah, okay.
So there would have been extra damage involved too. So not only restrained, but extra on top.
Okay,
But
okay.
I think Zen did fine. Yeah, I think Zen did fine.
Aside from punching him in the gonads, you just can't resist throwing a joke in the middle of it. I know I meme myself. I'm allowed to do that.
Hey, at least he doesn't have arrows this game.
Yeah.
And aim toward his
shoot him in the
eyes,
dick.
Shoot him in the dick.
Yep.
Yeah, that's like Steven's thing. So
I mean, I'm on top of him. Like, he's mounted at this point. What else could I do?
Mounted? My guy, you could have used any other word. Like, there are a ton of words in the English lexicon that would have made sense there, and you had to choose the word mounted.
Yes. Have you met this man? He chose it with a purpose.
Okay, fine. He was straddled. And what am I supposed to do? I didn't touch him. He got kneed. Well, he took elbows to the throat and then got kneed. But the whole time I was beating his face. I started from the top and I was working my way down.
Okay, that's another way of saying those words. Sure. All right. What about the Min stuff? We finally have a reveal on what might be Min's real name, Kaine. And then the scene at the end, Kaine injured. What do you guys?
in my brain,
How are you guys feeling about that?
Share K?
She lost to the
I just want to know who
Undertaker
V
outside.
is.
Well, we also don't know that yet.
Compared to what past her.
That they're K?
No, men.
That Min is K. Like the
I don't know.
Kaine is K that was referenced in the world we were just in.
I thought you were saying K.
I was saying K, like the letter K.
Oh,
that
no,
was the abbreviation we had.
Say her name. Say her name.
K. Aliases.
Oh my good lord.
Okay, I think we're kind of confused here.
Arrow in his journal wrote about K was right, and Min's real name is Kaie, which begins with letter K.
No, that I got. I was just trying to figure out why was she referencing Min that's just K and not Cayenne.
Because I was trying to reference it back to the
and
thing.
She's fighting
like,
the Undertaker.
And we've gotten so far. I've heard Kaine's name pronounced 5 different ways.
I heard Cayenne, and I was about to say Cayenne.
Cayenne, Kane.
Kane. BBC's on that floor right now.
Yeah.
Weird.
She's a wrestler, and she was through from top of the Hell in the Cell.
Yeah, sure. That was plummeted 16 feet through an announcer's table during Hell in a Cell. You know.
Yep.
That's it. Okay. Well, we've talked about a lot of stuff, and we talked about a few things here. Is there anything in particular that you guys would like to discuss that we haven't talked about yet before we end the episode and go our separate ways for the rest of the week? Any comments or anything like that you want to throw out?
Min was sentenced to death for heresy and what?
Conspiracy against the elders.
Against the council.
Conspiracy against the elders. And we were transported to a ship. And the Ardent was there wearing white robes that were like the ones that we found in the chest in the room.
Mm-hmm.
With a mirror that is a portal to an altar where you can swear fealty and ask Ao a question.
Mm-hmm. Which is a
So
question. Why does the Ardent have a portal to Ao? What is... I mean, that is a question, especially as you learn more about Ao. That'll be a question you're going to have to answer.
I feel like I am now on the Ardent shit list. I've used his altar. See the knife in the
Fuck that
scar
guy.
when he gets home.
Or he's dead.
Those like arrows near the little darts near the base of the mirror. Just be like, nah, these gotta go.
I don't know. I think I ate most of them.
With my body.
My body is telling me no.
And since Bryn had a note saying something about V, there is a schism in the ranks of the gods. Min is possibly a third party in all this, since she is being hunted down by the Council of Gods, the Council of Elders.
Which
or
is also
is she
interesting.
This V.
Because she also
I think
stated
she's carrying
that
V as someone else.
She also stated that she would have to ask the Council of Elders to try and get more information on this. So that also is kind of interesting.
I don't think she would have said that. I think you may have taken part of that out of context. I don't want you to get the impression there. She cannot go to the Council of Elders. They are against her. She couldn't ask them for information. That is not a thing she would have said.
You know, she was telling us to steal from their right-hand man. Like, what part of that said, yeah, let's go talk to them?
Yeah, I don't think she would have been like, yeah, I'm going to go ask them for... That is not a thing she would have said. I think you took something out of context there.
I don't know.
Yeah, she is very much opposed against the council. And it should be something that you guys should have probably recognized and stuff, that if there is a council, if there is a leading body of these gods or whatever, and they're letting these new gods rise through very twisted, very off methods and stuff like that, as you'll see kind of going more through the story. Why is that a thing that is happening? Because they are ending worlds to raise new gods. Why are they doing that? More questions you'll have to ask and answer later on. So.
Yeah, because now we're going to get our memories wiped.
Potentially. You know.
Yeah, because I'm going to walk past a soccer kicker in the face.
Don't do that.
I mean, he's already will do.
Yeah, I think it's some of these people to bed.
Yeah, we'll see what happens on the next episode. You have Kaine injured. You know that there is she's definitely not in a good shape, and she is asking you for help. See what happens.
I'm gonna help her, right?
Oh my Jesus!
Like, you were gonna help me? You're gonna kick her too?
I asked you, what do you want me to do? You're not saying anything.
I told you guys to leave because I thought I was about to turn into something that was going to fight you guys when I swore fealty. I was telling you guys to run.
I turn now. Good luck, everybody else. That means goodbye.
It's like, this might be your heads up to just get out before shit hits the fan. Run. Oh, she gone.
She gone. Yeah.
I'm asking you what's going on.
Yeah, that being said, I think this is a good point to end anyway. So, yeah, we have answers to some things. We have more questions to answer, kind of going forward. More information and stuff that you guys kind of need to figure out and learn through context and stuff, and we'll get there. But like I said, a very, very lore dense episode. Very excited to continue and see the kind of main story and stuff that I have in store for you guys. I hope you guys are excited for it, both as players, as characters, and as viewers. For anybody watching this afterwards on YouTube, or anybody who watched tonight. Once again, everybody, thank you guys very, very much. We appreciate you. We love doing this, and we love that we have people who love us doing this. So, thank you. We'll see you all next week, hopefully, for episode 9 and the start of a new arc. Speaking of, Ever left kind of early, so we're going to have to type this in the chat anyway. But that is the end of an arc. You guys all level up before the next episode.
Yay.
Before the next episode?
Before the next episode, yeah.
So we can just do that right now.
Yep.
Mm.
Like I said, we'll kind of go over. I'll go over the character sheets and changes and stuff. Before stuff.
Man,
next
I'm
week,
rolling
but-
like dog shit for HP.
Yeah, I saw that 1
Good
point
lord.
raise, boy. Like that.
I
That
went
looks
from,
rough.
It's a 2. I got a 2.
That's a 2, my lord. It's of 3. 2.
Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and end the stream again. Thank you all for watching. We appreciate you. We'll see you next time. Till then, take care, love each other, all that stuff, and tune in next week. See the story. It's gonna be great. Bye.